I did not expect that.
I don't know why my first instinct was to end the stream.
Did you? Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't end it. I was hovering over it, though.
Abandoned ship! The sound's too loud! Oh my god!
We gotta stop the whole thing. Jeremy, hello! How you doing? I'm sorry about the noise. Goodness.
That is pretty loud.
That is really loud. I don't know why that particular song be like that.
How's it going tonight, Jeremy? You doing alright? Hope we didn't blow your eardrums out with that start. We had the music up way too loud. I did, anyway. That was all me.
What was that S?
I looked up some relaxing music and it was like blah, blah, blah. But only for the first 15 seconds.
Stream.
Oh, sorry, Jeremy.
Writing with my finger is difficult.
You're writing with your fingers? You've got a...
Yeah. I'm letting this charge as long as possible so it doesn't die on me.
It wasn't charged?
Alright, little pen. Yeah, maybe not. I can't remember which one of these I like. Not that one.
Yeah, I normally volume check everything beforehand, but I thought I actually had volume checked it, but apparently not. I wish there was a way to cut that part out of it, because anyone that watches this after the fact is going to be hurting.
Yeah, like, forget that.
You're like, I quit this stream. You finding the right color to start off with?
I'm just trying to mess with this pen to get it to be more solid, because I like the way it tapers at the end, but...
Some calibrations.
Yeah, doing some calibrations. Maybe I can set one of these to taper. Oh, that's pretty good. Maybe I'll use that one. I don't know where my glove... Oh, it's right there. For when my hands start sweating, I'm gonna need it. Let's see, size. Opacity 100%. Size 18. It's too thick.
Hey, what's going on, Willow? Is that you? How are you doing?
Hello, hello.
How have you been? We haven't seen you in a little while. I hope things are going well where you're at.
Yeah, hopefully everything's good on your end.
Stubby over here trying to bury my drink.
He's burying your drink?
He tried to. He came over and grabbed the blanket and tried to pull it all over it. It's like, no, that's still good. Leave it.
I guess he thought it smelled good. Oh, rawness. What if I... Whoa, weird.
Oh no, Willow, I'm sorry to hear that. Was it because of the coronavirus or something else, if you don't mind me asking? If you don't want to talk about it, though, I can shelf that. I'm really sorry to hear that she's in the hospital, though. I hope everything goes well with her. what it is yet.
Mm.
Well, keep your chin up, Willow. I'm with you in that boat. I know all too well what it's like to have a sister and relative being sick. That's something I've had to deal with quite a bit these past few years. So, but keep your chin up and keep your hopes up, and let your faith be with her. Hopefully everything goes nice and smooth and she's on the mend as soon as possible.
That's nice. I'll use this one. Where'd the taper go?
Hey, Fox, what's going on? Sheltering. Yeah, Willow, we've actually, we've been going back and forth with ourselves on whether or not to leave YouTube. We're gonna still do videos. All the videos and everything will be on YouTube still. But as far as the streams, ever since they made the COPA changes in January, they pretty much keep adding stuff whenever we want to stream, different things we have to fill out and do for the stream, and then a lot of the times our stream has apparently been getting like filtered because of it. There's a whole lot of rules and red tape to it that's really been just making it harder and harder to stream. And the latency for YouTube is already bad enough. It's like 15 to 20 seconds before you guys even hear what we say or we see what you say. So Twitch also offers a lot of options as far as like giving you guys mini games, the custom emotes and stuff. It's much easier to deal with. And if we're on just Twitch, we'll be able to set things up a lot in a much more streamlined way, and we'll be able to actually make sure we can get the streams going on time, because so often we try to be on at 7:30, and like YouTube just keeps giving us different issues, like the audio codecs don't work sometimes, other times the video feed doesn't want to sync up, whereas with Twitch it's like boom, everything happens right away. It's immediate. It's so easy to work with. So yeah, after a lot of debate, we're ready to kind of leave YouTube behind on the streaming side of things, because they just don't seem to want to support it. They don't do any updates to make it better. Nothing gets better, really.
Mm.
Hey Rick, how's it going, bro? We're doing alright. Just gonna be doing some drawing.
Some doodling. Oh.
Hope your night's going alright, bro. And alright, Jeremy, we'll see you in about 30 minutes or something. We'll probably be here for a little bit.
Yep, see you soon. I'm just trying to figure out the crab brush I want to use. None of them are tapering how I want.
Rags, what's going on?
What? Hello? Hey, why are you scared?
Hey, Dave, what's going on, bro? Man, I wasn't expecting the chat to move that fast.
Oh, dang.
Falling behind.
It's been a little bit since I drew, so I'm afraid. I think I'd rather play World right now. Okay, why is this not showing up? Is the opacity like 0?
Ragna, my bad, bro. I'm sorry it took us so long to get around to this picture of Nagito for you.
Oh, yeah. It's been put off for a little bit. And I haven't drawn in a while, I'm sorry. Man, I don't know about Masterpiece, but... Oh, we're working on Nagito Komaeda? I'm sorry if I'm saying that terribly. From Danganronpa. Oh, I forgot to put the mouse back. There you go, don't try to
Samurai helmet's intimidating. We're doing alright tonight, Dave. How are you doing, bro? Everything good? Danganronpa.
Okay, why are you not working?
I'm actually looking at a few other potential upgrades, maybe. They might be just sideways updates to the Avatar Rags. Since, you know, before all I've done is the snow hat or the goofy Christmas stuff or the samurai helmet, I'm really wanting to try and broaden my horizons. Maybe go with a cowboy hat. Or a chef's hat.
Is there a cowboy hat?
I don't think there is in the vanilla software, but I do believe that there, in the community, I think you can get just about anything now.
Bruh. Come on.
I really like the art style as well, Willow. Danganronpa has a really cool art style. I love the thick black lines around each character. It reminds me of old school Tetsuya Nomura, like when he did Brave Fencer Musashi 2. If anyone remembers that game. Really good. Thick black lines.
I can always get behind some of those. Apparently I broke the pencil. It's just not working.
Persona 7 Royal Remake. Sounds like a good day, Dave. Got the car serviced? You need like an oil change or something? It's cool that you actually get to hang out with a friend, though. That's become quite the rarity in today's world.
Yeah, no kidding.
The hair and the eyes are really, really cool with Danganronpa. Actually, I have to agree. Probably, I love the crazy hairstyles. They're way, way out there. But they're not way out there in an off-putting way. Like Yu-Gi-Oh. I've never really been too big a fan of like the Yu-Gi-Oh kind of crazy hairstyles, but I dig Danganronpa's.
Doesn't look like hair anymore. There you go.
The eyes though make for really, really cool art and really cool figures.
Yeah, they're like really hard lines on the outside, but the sort of pale inner eye? I don't know what to call that. Iris? Oh, no, I broke it.
Yeah, apparently Sasha's cord is a little sensitive.
I think I might swap it with another one.
Yeah, it might be a good idea if it's giving you that much trouble.
Yeah, let's see. What if I do this one? Oh, so far so good.
Oh yeah, Willow, we've played quite a bit of Animal Crossing, although Sasha's played far more than I have.
Oh yeah, I've been playing the absolute crap out of it.
What on earth is Animal Crossing? So my helmet is my rank. It shows that I am cat. Bushin cat. Shogun cat? Shogun Echo. That's what we'll go with. Shogun Echo. Henshin and Echo, baby.
I wonder what kind of pose to do.
Speaking of canceled series, Rags, how are your loans going? Yeah, Rags, it's been an ongoing joke with Rags that the Animal Crossing series is canceled. Because Sasha loves it so much.
And it can't be canceled.
$100,000 bells on bugs today?
Dang.
Was Flick in your town?
Oh yeah, he'll do it.
Flick makes that real money. I don't know what that chameleon is swinging on the side, but he's got the bells to go.
It's those sculpting skills. Just cat hair on my screen.
Shogun Mimi Eye. Instead of Neko Meme. Oh, did you get some new flowers, Dave? Like, I know if you got what is it, tulips?
Yeah, I think black tulips spawn peacock butterflies that are worth like 1,500 or 2,500. 2,500, I think it is.
Yep, Rags. On Xenoblade, I have to admit, I'm probably going a little bit overboard on it. But that's okay, because it's Xenoblade. And I love the series, and it's okay.
Overboard?
So, Jose and I had Jose's buddy over in the UK pre-order the big collector's edition.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know when that's going to get over here, but we actually were able to get it. So we have a copy of that on the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
As well as a Western collector's edition.
Is the Western one different?
It is.
Oh.
That's the reason the UK got the really cool edition. It's like with not Dark Souls. It's like with Code Vein all over again. We got like nothing compared to them. Their collector's edition has a big vinyl in it and a bunch of other stuff. It's way better than ours. So we're gonna be doing two unboxings.
How's that gonna work? Are you wanting to compare them, or do just two separate, like one
Two
UK
separate
version?
because I gotta play it as soon as possible. And I don't know when that UK one's getting here.
Oh, true.
We can do a comparison as we unbox the European one.
Yoshi Crossing.
Oh yes, Willow. Sorry, I just noticed your question there. We are still pretty active on Discord. If you want an invite, I can send you an invite if you'd like, Willow. The thing is the way we do our Discord's a little bit different than the way a lot of channels do. We have we really just bring in people that we really like and we know are good people. So that way it's still like a close-knit family unit in the Discord. We don't just have a whole, ton of randoms in there. Not that we'd have a ton of randoms at this point, but I think we'd probably be sitting closer to 100 users if we just kind of threw out the Discord everywhere. But we want it to remain a very respectful, nice, fun environment, so we're being kind of picky with it. Hey, Demon, what's going on? How you doing tonight, bro?
Hello. Hope you are doing well.
Dave might say that, but I feel that our taste in people is quite good, so
Yeah.
we got the good folks in there. Although, if things do start getting busier, if we ever do feel the need to start just leaving our Discord around, I think we're probably going to make a side channel for all of you guys that have been with it for a long time that only you're going to have access to. So we'll have like a new people channel, and then have a channel that they can't even see that you guys only have access to. Something like that, because I want to keep it... I don't want to lose control of it. We did lick everyone before, right now there's the social distancing. We give you a good paw on a stick from a distance for right now. Once everything blows over, we'll go back to the licking. Yeah, I was thinking you were already in the server, Willow. I wasn't sure because I hadn't seen you say anything in recent memory. But I lose track of names. Like, if you guys have a different name in Twitch and YouTube, and then in the Discord or in Monster Hunter, I get totally lost on, like, who is who.
Yeah, I'll get it down for, like, one stream. Like, okay, this person is this. And then by the next time we play Monster Hunter, I don't know. It's all gone.
Hey, Stuart, what's going on, bro? How you doing tonight? I love how, like, as you're building the character from the get-go, like, this little stick figure has, like, this most confident, like, how you doing kind of expression.
I don't know who this is, but those are the kind of vibes I get from this character. Like, kind of cocky, I guess.
Yes, Ragnar's name is always the same. It's very comforting and easy to know when Ragnar's around.
We greatly appreciate that.
But I mean, I'm not the same either. When I was, until I started using the nickname Royello, I was kind of like, I was all sorts of stuff everywhere.
I'm pretty much Sasha no matter what I play. Sasha Sashimi.
Oh, Rick was asking if you got everything you need in Iceborne compared to the last character.
I think I'm still missing some endemic life and a lot of crowns that I had. Because I think I was, like, I already had one of the trophies for crowns, but I was missing the large trophy or something. I forget which one. But now I gotta get all those crowns again.
Hey, Natsu, what's going on, bro? You doing okay tonight?
Hello, how you doing? I'm also missing, I made a bunch of hammers on my old character, just for fun. If there were ever, like, multiple hunting horn users, I would sometimes switch to hammer, but I haven't really done that because I've just been 100% horn on this one. Maybe that doesn't sound good. 100% horn.
Oh, Dave was asking if you adopted the name Sashimi because it's a favorite dish of yours?
Someone called me sashimi by mistake once.
I thought it was your cousin that always called. Didn't Sarah always call you Sashimi?
Yeah, it was my cousin, and they didn't do it on purpose. They were asking about me, and for some reason, I guess they were thinking about food, and they said sashimi instead of Sasha, and it just kind of stuck, I guess.
Oh, okay,
so
Demon.
My nickname since.
Thanks for dropping in, bro. It's good to see you. I hope you get plenty. Well, I hope you at least get a couple hours of sleep. I know how rough that can be. Have a good night, bro. Take it easy.
Yeah, hope you have a good sleep.
Oh, Dave thought it was a Naruto situation.
Oh, thank you, Willow. A Naruto situation?
Like Naruto's name being fish cakes?
Oh, yeah. Yes. I mean, I think it's fitting because I eat a lot of sashimi. I love sushi. I would eat sushi every day if I could.
Thank you kindly, Demon. We appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one, bro. I'm gonna scoot the cat cam, the still empty cat cam over so we can see more of the chat because there's a lot of blank space on the left side.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I hope to see you next time on Monster Hunter.
Yeah, right now the dude's currently got one of those kind of Nickelodeon faces going on.
I still haven't watched Boruto.
Like, what if you were to throw Johnny Bravo's hair onto this model you've got right now? And some sunglasses, you could do like an anime Johnny Bravo.
That could be fun. I mean, this dude is like really skinny. I don't know how to draw people not buff. What?
Man, I'm honestly really liking it, Dave. I do agree with what you were saying, though, earlier. The side stuff, the fluff stuff is a little bit on the dull side. Luckily, they seem to have a pretty good pacing for it. They do long, extended story parts, and then it's like, they make it pretty blatantly clear. Oh, it's side quest time. Go and handle those, and then before you move on with the story, it tells you, get your affairs in order, young man or woman.
Yeah, it's pretty handy.
The way they made the game, though, is so much like Final Fantasy 13. Like, it really feels like 13.
I think the music contributes to that quite a bit.
I was
real strong 13 vibes from that.
I get really strong 13 vibes from the way the overall level and progression and pace is handled. You're pretty much, it's pretty linear, which I don't mind, honestly. Things get too open world on me and I get a little overwhelmed and then tend to stray away from the story. But I'm liking how much control they give the player. Like, they just tell you, you can go ahead and go do these side quests if you want. You don't have to, though. Man, the music is epic. Like,
Oh god, I love the music.
from the calm tunes all the way up, and they were so loyal to the music. Like, as you're going through like the train graveyard, or if you're going through the slums, or at the Honeybee Inn, or all the tunes, like everything is like so close to the original that it brings you that nostalgic feeling, but also it has enough new to it. It's fresh enough that it sounds really good too. Okay, Ragnar, you're scaring me. I don't know. Hope doesn't belong in any game.
What?
Burn Hope.
Why?
Throw him off. Throw him into Pulse.
Hope is fine.
Let the Adamantoises stomp on him.
He's got the best summon. What you got against Hope?
Hey, Alexander. If it weren't for Alexander, I would have probably just never looked at Hope ever again. Actually, Willow, mine is almost always acting up. And this is my second PS4, too. My first one died on me, and I had to get the Pro right before Monster Hunter World first came out. And this one's already acting up, too. It gets really, really slow. I have to rebuild the database, like, once a week for the cross-media bars and the UI and PSN to work. Otherwise, it gets so laggy, I feel like I'm playing on a DOS computer.
That's scary. Hopefully the new one comes out and it's backwards compatible before this one dies.
Oh, Natsu. I don't know what it is about Hope. There's just something about him that... I think he reminds me of an old friend that was a friend of mine that kind of didn't turn out to be the person I thought he was. And I'm still holding a wee bit of a grudge for that man, so... Reminded me a lot of Hope. Yes. But also, I don't know. I think it's his ascot. I like an ascot.
Isn't that Chopin?
What, playing right now?
Yeah.
That's Dangan Ronpan.
Yeah, but that's not.
Dangan Chopin.
They did not make that.
Yeah, Dave, I'm not really a big fan of the combat either, myself. I actually really like the combat when you just control one, like if you're in a one-on-one battle with something. The combat really shines in Final Fantasy VII-R. Because you can really keep an eye on one enemy. I think there's way too many attacks for one that you can't avoid and are grabs. So there's like some attacks that it's like you're playing an active combat system game, right? But there's still some attacks that are locked into like turn-based. Like, you can't get away from it. You can't block it because it's a grab, and you can't get away from it because the tracking is so good on it, you cannot possibly escape on it by dodge rolling. So it's like, it's just like a turn-based game. Like, this move is going to happen regardless. And when you're fighting against multiple monsters, like, it's really difficult to keep track of what's going on everywhere all the time. So I'll be in the middle of casting, like, Firaga. And when you go to use the ability or the spell, it uses your ATB gauge and your MP the moment you do it, whether you've finished or not. So I'll go to start Firaga, and all my MP and then all my ATB gets destroyed because a fireball from some enemy way off the screen hits me in the side of the face and sends me flying. Claire de Lune, Debussy?
Yeah, that's right.
Rags knows his Debussy.
Got the taste.
You know, I wouldn't actually mind Snow being in the remake. I think Snow would fit in amongst all the characters. He seems shabby enough. He could be a hobo down in the slums.
That'd be kind of cool if they put like some random cameos in for some no-dodie NPCs.
He knows too much.
Who does?
Oh, Rags talking about Claire de Lune.
Oh.
Oh man, now that you're adding the hair, he's starting to look suave AF.
Suave. I was gonna draw the body first, but the fact that he was not lacking the hair was bothering me. Oh, thank you, Stuart. Wait, you're kidding. Does he?
No, Rags is just talking about the potential or the hypotheticals of everyone showing up.
That would be amazing.
Like, I don't know about Sora. He might work as like one of the kids, maybe. Like a little kid Sora, I think could have a place.
Make him one of the random kids in the orphanage or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like one of the Sector 6 kids going around playing with their big old swords. You could have the one kid that has the funky onesie with the vest and his key. Oh, well, thank you, Willow. We appreciate having awesome viewers like you guys to come and chat with us, too. That's what makes it all worthwhile for us. And things have been crazy lately, Willow, so trust me, we do not blame you for not showing up. I mean,
yeah, no worries at all.
Yeah, the world is a completely different place right now than it was a month ago, so. Bonboro would fit well in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Can you imagine if they threw the arrow onto Bonboro? He was like a sky bison. He'd be the most aggressive sky bison.
That'd be a brilliant crossover.
Any monsters or anything that Aang came across, Bonboro would just come and knock it over and start a turf war with it.
No, seriously, nothing.
Yeah, it really is, Willow. It's changing the way a lot of things are done in the world too. I think by the time everything finally blows over and all of this stuff gets past us, I think the world, like especially like capitalism and the economy and such, there's going to be a lot of things that are really different. Hopefully for the better. Hopefully our leadership will see some all across the world, not just here in America, but hopefully the world leadership will realize that, things need to be different for things to operate more smoothly.
And that we can't live without people that run like grocery stores and things, and they should really be making more money.
For sure. I think anyone that's been deemed as an essential employee needs to be getting a pay raise.
Yeah. Like, society cannot function without you. You are important.
Oh, speaking of, you got your check,
huh,
Dave? Yep. I think we got ours direct deposited. For the first time ever, I'm actually glad the IRS has my bank information.
What was that? Somebody playing drums outside?
Sounds like they're playing drums on the trash can. I hope it's not our trash can. Although that thing's a Rubbermaid. It could probably take anything.
Oh man, that must be rough. I'm sorry you can't see your sister. Oh, big nerdy plans. Probably cosplay.
That is rough, Willow. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope everything turns up for you soon. Once she gets better, I'd say do some Skype or Discord video chat. Some of those kind of chats probably help cheer her up a lot.
Oh yeah, does she at least have like a phone or anything right now?
For big nerdy plans, probably cosplay stuff.
Yeah.
Cosplay and fix up and pay for some of these collector's editions coming up. Dad, you out there kicking that trash can, Ragnar? Don't make me come out there with a newspaper. I don't even get newspapers anymore, but I'll find one. I'll come out there with a rolled up Game Informer.
Rolled up Game. We actually still have some. Is there like a set number of hair tentacles, or can I fudge that?
I don't know. His hair does have a good amount of fluff away from his head, though, so,
Yeah,
I don't know
I'm trying to make that work.
because you're running a really close, like there's a really fine line between this dude and Griffin from Guts, from Sword of the
Oh,
Berserk.
yeah.
You know,
He's a little more,
like your picture right
fancy?
now is looking pretty close to Griffin.
Oh, we gotta change all the titles.
Goes from Danganronpa Nagito to Griffin from Guts.
Change plans, you guys.
Well, not Guts. Berserk. I keep calling it Guts because I think about this series and all I think about is Guts.
He is serious.
I don't want to use any of my fine strategy guides if I come out after Ragnar with something. It's got to be a Game Informer. Those are expendable. I could roll up a Game Informer and light it on fire and come out after you.
I'm actually drawing the relatively flat side right now, so when I draw the other side, it might look a little more crazy. I hope. I may have to do this again.
The funny thing, Willow, is Sasha and I used to both have subscription cards. The reason we both had them is because we had our separate subscriptions before we met. So we were both we both still wanted to be like, well, if you're buying stuff, those are your points. If I'm buying my stuff, those are my points. So for years, we had double the Game Informers coming in. And then we finally were just like, you know what? Digital. Make it digital. Go for the digital option. And we haven't had a subscription card in like 2 years now, so.
Yeah, oops.
I've got like 150,000 points though. I should
should do something with that before they go out of business.
Yeah, I should spend them on something. So what about you, Dave? Are you gonna be using that check to pay off your Connecticut's Zenogre? I'm not gonna lie. If I would have had this check when they were still taking pre-orders on it, I might have actually gotten it. I'm not gonna lie. I might have just had a little bout of insanity and got it. Government funded Zenogre.
I think I'm drawing his hair way too chill. Oh, Dave says he might have a hookup on that Zenogre if you're still interested in it.
Oh, you're thinking about your PC too. Nice. That's a good idea. Especially since we don't know what's going to be the deal with manufacturing here in the next few months.
Yeah, those parts might get expensive. Dude, what is going on?
Oh, are they still doing pre-orders, Dave? Alrighty, Willow. Well, have a good evening or daytime, I think. No, it's pretty late for you, isn't it? No, it's morning for you. That it is. Okay. So have a great day, Willow, and glad we could help out. Glad to make your day better. Hope everything gets better for you really soon, bro. Keep strong, keep at it, and stay safe yourself. Stay healthy.
Yeah, I hope you get to see your sister soon.
Yeah, feel free to go ahead and check, Dave. If it might still be up somewhere, then we can see.
Buddy?
Oh, Stubby, what's going on, bro? How you doing? You're just gonna take over my lap. Why don't you go get in that chair? Why don't you go get in that chair, bud?
Man, the chair used to be a guaranteed cat, but
They've lost interest in it.
we need a new chair.
They're bored with it.
Oh.
Wait. We have to let him, though. We'll see.
Yeah, if you put him in it, like, nah. Enough of this. Is his hair this crazy? looks like an octopus. Stubby, I'm sorry, my lap. It don't work right now. Oops, that's the eraser.
Oh yeah, Stuart, I remember you mentioning the trophy truck yesterday. How'd that go? He doesn't look at Stubby. He doesn't know what the scales are.
Oh.
Now, what are these things? Is this candy?
We gonna bury him. What?
He looked at the chair and then left. He's like, nah. Garbage can, Ragnar. Don't make me get them pickles.
It's gonna be the strangest threat I think I've heard.
Alright, Dave, I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing what can be done. I probably shouldn't. For the sake of being the ultimate monster on a collector's channel. That's what we secretly are.
Yeah, it would be really cool if we could cover it.
Tower of God, Ragnar? How'd you go from eating food out of the garage to the garbage to Tower of God? Are we talking about like a trash pile that's so big it could be like the Tower of Babel? Stubby is back. I should really move the scales, it seems. They seem to be warding him. Do my scales have that kind of power? They have kitty kitty repelling skills?
There he goes.
There, we've got a cat.
Hey.
Oh, the anime. I don't think we've watched any of that. Right now we're watching Sirius the Jaeger and that new one that's like well, what is it?
Which one?
Caricature of the Insects, the giant bugs. It's the one with giant bugs in it.
Oh.
It's like Attack on Titan meets Terraform Mars. Yeah, the two new Netflix ones. After we finished up with Dorohedoro, we've been kind of feeling really empty. Dorohedoro left us with a huge void.
Yeah, I missed that one. I mean, it's not over yet, but it's so good. We'll see more.
Dorohedoro went to my probably in my top 3 now. I really, really liked it. It was awesome.
Mm.
Rags needs a One Piece update.
Let's see. They having a big old feast after a victory.
That sounds like it could be a lot of parts of a lot of shows. I don't know anything about One Piece, but
Yeah, I don't know how many times it happens. It probably happens like 100 times. But let's see. Finally finishing the Fishman arc. I've been slacking on my One Piece reading or watching, because I've been reading manga.
she's lying. She's been playing Animal Crossing.
Well, that too, but I've been reading Doro and keeping up with Demon Slayer. I think I'm caught up with the anime and Doro now, though. Maybe 1 or 2 more chapters.
Yeah, once you catch up with an anime, that's like one of the worst things is when you watch an anime first and it really gets you interested in it, so you start reading the manga. But then you catch up to the first season or whatever season, but you know there's going to be more of the anime, but you're caught up on the manga. I always hate the choice. It's like, do I drop the manga now and wait for the anime?
I tend to like to read stuff first.
Chiafru? Which one is that? That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what that is either. That one was a really good anime. I bet the manga would be good.
Yeah, I would only be able to read it up until the end of season 1. Because, like I said, it really ruins my anime experience if I already know what's happened because of the manga. Like, that destroyed Attack on Titan for me, I think. So, now I try not to go... The only time I'll go and continue reading the manga past the anime is when I know there's not going to be another season. You know, when they kind of end it early. And then it just keeps on going. Like The Ultimate Disciple Kenichi, something like that kind of situation, where the manga went way, way, way past. Like the anime only scratched the surface of Kenichi. Oh, now I know the one you're talking about, Dave. Okay, yeah. I rarely get into the sporty anime a lot of the time. Now, there's some of them that catch my eyes, though. Like any of the boxing ones, Ippo...
Yeah, the boxing ones are good.
Ippo, Megalobox, those kinds are good. I also really liked Eye Shield. Eye Shield was really funny.
I have such a hard time drawing skinny people.
Shokugeki no Soma seems like a good sports anime.
Yeah?
When you make cooking a sport. Cooking is a sport.
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong.
The funny thing about Eye Shield, though, was I really liked the characters. They're really crazy. Sasha and I did watch that sumo wrestling one a while back with the red-headed sumo wrestler and his pals. I cannot remember the name of it, though. It was like 2 seasons ago. Yeah, Dave, I think season 4 was really kind of a cool down. It was a calm period, more like it was a filler season, is what it seemed like. I think it was kind of like we're on the studio's on hiatus, but we're probably still working. So here you go, school festival, but instead of 1 episode, it's a whole season.
Yeah, that definitely didn't need to be as many episodes as it was.
Yeah, the sumo anime was okay. It wasn't great, but I did like the characters.
Yeah, and it was cool to see sumo get some representation. It's kind of a cool sport.
I think the sumo leagues are probably hurting. Whenever I see, anime, like, trying to popularize something, it makes me think that in Japan, that particular thing is hurting. Like, that industry is hurting. Like, you remember when March Comes In Like a Lion came out?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Crap. What is the name of the game that they play?
Shogi?
Shogi, yes. So shogi, the shogi industry has been ailing for years in Japan, and March comes in like a lion. I'm pretty sure was supposed to help be like a an infusion of cool. You know, they use anime to make something more popular. The funny thing is, when we were in Japan, we actually walked by one of the shogi halls represented in the anime, and it actually had posters for the anime at the doors of the hall. The hall was closed when we went there, but we're like, whoa, holy crap, this is the place, look at it. Shogi's actually really an interesting game, and that series did a lot to make Shogi seem a lot more interesting too. Although the series was hardly about Shogi itself.
Yeah.
Like, the games were really intense, but they were only like once every 5, 8, 10 episodes. They would have like a real serious Shogi game.
Yeah, I think it was way more about the characters.
Yeah, the characters and the drama between them.
Mm.
If you haven't seen it, by the way, March Comes In Like a Lion is a really good anime.
Oh, the ones with the cats. I remember those, yeah. They're super catchy.
I've never seen Hikaru no Go, but I've seen lots of trailers and music videos for it, so I kind of feel like I've seen it.
I keep meaning to watch that one because,
Then watch it. Go!
Because, like, the creators of Death Note made that one, or one of them. I forget if they were both involved in it, but... Oh.
Yeah, the episodes where the cats
Yep,
were
that's
playing the shogi pieces were great. It was a great way of explaining like how shogi plays out.
I love that character, too. It's so sweet. Like, genuinely love Shogi.
Yeah, it was his life.
Mm.
Oh, you finished your trophy truck, Stuart. Nice. Are you going to make a third? Can you make a third? I still have no idea what's going on with the trophy trucks.
Is that a spider?
That is a spider.
I thought it was a really big ant for a second.
Bro, that's a pretty big spider. I'm glad he's moving that way.
Okay.
Shoo boy.
I've never seen a spider like that. Usually we get the little jumping ones.
No, I don't know. Let's just hope he's not deadly.
Yeah, let's hope.
I don't like deadly spiders. They kind of make me hurt. Bakemon, didn't you... Was it Bakemon or Bakugan that you were interested in? You said you used to watch it or something, or read the manga for it?
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
Oh,
No, the spider.
The spider. You like anime, bro?
He likes to dabble, get his legs in a
Bakuman?
bunch of different things, you know.
Bakuman, I think?
I'm going to admit, any anime that sounds like Bakemon, Bakugan, any of those with the Bake or Baku, I get them all confused. There's way too many of them. I don't know why that's like their favorite word for an anime, or a manga, but it is everywhere, and I can't tell you what the difference between Bakugan is and Bakemon and...
Oh yeah, no idea. Oh, well, I know Bakuman. I've read Bakuman.
So what do the trophy trucks do for you, Stuart? And what game is this in? Maybe I'll have a clue of what you're actually trying to tell me. I can look it up or something. I'm lost.
I know this dude has more than one. Yeah, I don't understand. Let's do the hoodie. You can't go wrong with a good hoodie. That's like a parka. It's a cool jacket. Can I get one? I don't know how to draw this dude's arms and shoulders. What do shoulders look like without the deltoid? Help.
What? Oh, with Danganronpa characters, they just kind of go out and then fall off.
Like,
unless they're the super muscular characters. Then the super muscular characters have overly detailed everything. But if they're not overly muscular, then they pretty much just go outward, horizontally, and then fall off. Like, you could yeah, pretty much.
It just doesn't seem right.
I mean, it's like the shoulders go out and it's like, oh yeah.
Off a cliff. Goodbye. It's nice knowing your clavicle or whatever.
Oh, it's a car racing. Oh, I've heard of Racing Evo. Okay. That sounds a bit easier to digest, because I was like, are you playing Dreams, and is it like in a level thing or what? Alrighty, Natsu. Have a good one, bro. Take it easy and stay safe.
Yep, hopefully see you later.
So wait, there's a Bakumon and then a Baku Man.
Bakuman. Man. I don't know.
What about Bakugan?
It's made by the Death Note people, and it's about writing manga.
And then Bakugan? Bakugan?
Did it get a card game, maybe? I forget. I don't know. I don't know anything about that one.
It's too confusing.
See you later.
I thought you might be able to make more sense out of it, since you've got a pretty good Japanese base.
Oh. Yeah, no idea.
Oh, so it was one of those scrapped projects then, Ragna. Okay. It's one of those canceled ones.
Oh, what?
Definitely a canceled one.
Yeah, that would not last long. I don't know how to draw this dude's body, but like drawing a jacket without a body is a bad idea. Let's draw a stick figure. I'm too so skinny. Should have just like drawn a buff version or something.
A buff version of him? I don't think this dude would look correct if he were buff.
Yeah, probably not.
His spindly build is a part of who he is. Shokugeki's about Sasha flexing on the haters and getting asked if she can be part of the video where they show off cosplayers.
Yeah. Nani?
The interesting thing is there don't seem to be that many muscular women haters out there.
No, I was absolutely shocked. No,
At least not ones that are brave enough to speak up.
I mean, yeah, but you gotta be a little bit brave. Although I'm a complete weenie. Like, if somebody were just like, you're disgusting, like, oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'll just stop.
Anyone that wants to speak up on something like that and be mean about it, I would think they'd have to be ready. You'd have to be ready to accept punishment on a couple different levels. For one...
Not for me.
But in general, like, anyone that's ready to hate publicly on the internet or anywhere, in any kind of forum, on muscular women is one, you're going to be facing a lot of people are gonna get on. You're gonna look like a hater. Let's just go ahead and get that out there. You're gonna look like fragile, toxic masculinity embodied, and
I mean, I can understand that not being your thing, but to
well,
like
then
go
just
out of
don't
your
say anything about it.
right,
Just
yeah, to
move
go
on.
out of your way and say something about it, yeah, it doesn't. It's not a good look.
Yeah, and then not only that, but if it's in person, you're risking like.
What if they want to fight?
Yeah, what?
I mean, I won't, but
It's like
some other women might.
you're gonna have your toxic masculinity revealed and shattered, and possibly your body too, by the woman. I mean, obviously, yeah, I agree with you, Rick. I mean, I think everyone here knows that I'm a muscle chick fan, but
Thank God, really.
I mean, I can definitely appreciate wiry and more any kind of build really, but I've always been more particularly drawn to well-built ladies. Definition.
I don't think I really like a particular body type. I just like if you are an animal person and like nice and funny, then yeah.
Well, at least I got the first one of those.
No, you got all those.
I like the animals. I'll fight some people over some animals.
It doesn't have shoulders. Doesn't have
That sounds like a game I used to play, Stuart. What was the name of it though? It was this really charming Japanese car game. You start off with a little scrap car, but the cars could do everything. Like that, you could go fishing with them. It was funny enough. Trying to think of like the movie Cars, but you could custom make your character, which was your car, and you could do like monster trucks, motorcycles, little rice burners, old school muscle, all sorts of stuff. And you did races. Started off as a jalopy and built your way up, and then there were a bunch of mini games. It wasn't just racing though. Like I said, you could go fishing. They had a bunch of different puzzle games. They had like car chess and a bunch of like, what was it called? That game was on PlayStation 2, and it was a lot of fun.
It does sound awesome.
I can't remember what it was. It's funny though, if you went fishing, like your car would just bust out a little fishing pole and it would be on the front fender, and you would just kind of reel in because they didn't have faces or anything. They actually look like Hot Wheels cars. You can customize them, add decals, spoilers, fenders, rims, everything.
I think you're trying to break into the wrong house for the Jack Frost plush right now.
Yes, your Jack Frost is in another castle, which isn't really a castle, more like a climate-controlled room that I can't even access right now because of the quarantine.
Hey, Stuart knows what's up. And we totally follow him. I'm always looking for new people to watch.
Yeah, feel free to toss his link into the chat there, Dave. Hopefully it'll go through. YouTube's kind of weird when it comes to the links. I think I can... Let me get in the chat real quick so I can make sure that it goes through. Because it might try to stall it. Yeah, it's an older game, Stuart. Like I said, it's for PS2. Oh, if I could remember the name of it. It has been so long since I played it. But it was great. It was during that era of like where the games had really cool mini games, as pretty much their core content was like you bounce from mini game to mini game to build up something. I miss that era. Like Amazing Island. Amazing Island was really cool, and it was all mini games. The Misadventures of Tron Bonne was that kind of game too.
And the Wario game was all mini games. And Mario Party is pretty much that too, huh? Well, it censored it? Well, it
That's
censored
weird.
that one. Maybe it's just censoring links. Is it showing up in the app?
Yeah, let me check Twitch real quick.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
I think what it is YouTube doesn't know what Dave is posting.
Parappa the Rappa.
Oh dang, my Twitch chat has not... My Twitch chat is not updating for some reason.
What room?
It's because it's on my phone. I don't like using the app. Let me pull it up on the tablet. I should be charged adequately now.
Yeah, that's probably good. I'm not gonna erase that yet. I'm gonna put that back. That's an answer. Oh, did I miss something? Oh, the one about the garbage where I jump oil. Why would you do that?
This is where I dump oil.
I don't understand.
Gulliver is gonna be on the beach up there one day, and he's not gonna be white anymore, he's gonna be covered in oil.
No.
He'll be like, why have you done this?
Poor Gulliver. I know he's supposed to be like, it's funny that they take so long to pick him up, but it just makes me sad. I'm sure he doesn't fall out of the boat all the time on purpose.
No, I think there's actually a community theory that says that his crewmates are sabotaging him.
Oh no, that's worse. I just hoped he was clumsy. Oliver? Wait, Oliver?
Oliver. Poor guy.
Man, he makes me so sad.
You're gonna need to go by the Nook's Cranny and buy all the Dawn hand soap you can.
It's okay, buddy. Just stay here. I'll buy you a house. Just be a villager. This life ain't for you.
I will build you a house.
I mean, he's getting that cool furniture from someplace, I guess. Maybe he's okay.
Just toss all the hand soap into the ocean to get a big old stick and just stir it all up till it's nice and frothy.
No, that's not how that works.
Some shovels?
You're killing me. Be nice to the ocean. Be nice to seagulls or whatever he is. All of them. All the birds.
Ragnar's the captain of Gulliver's boat.
Ragnar!
Ragnar and his buddies were like, get the flock out of here!
How could you?
Oh, what was that game you mentioned? Let me see. Stuart, you mentioned, I think it was SnowRunner was the game? I was just about to look that up on YouTube, and then I started looking for the comments.
Oh, did you see the one Dave just said about Xenoblade?
Hmm? Wait, Xenogre? What? What happened? What a miss.
He thinks he found you one?
What?
Oh. Where are your hips? This is what I get for not drawing a body.
Well, I know you're not talking about me. I'm like, I'm all hips.
Let's see. Your head's that big. down here someplace.
Oh yeah, Dave. Go ahead and put it in the collectibles channel. That'll be great. I'll go ahead and check that out later on. I appreciate you, bro. Oh boy, naughty purchases.
My phone trying to tell me it's time to go to bed. Are you crazy?
Ain't that right, Rags? It's all about the harassment, Sasha.
What?
In the VR, it's like I'm not even looking at you. I think she's terrified I'm gonna like fart in her general direction or something.
Nah. I just don't want you to walk out of your play area.
Oh dang, Stuart, this game looks pretty hardcore.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, pretty.
It's a lot of driving in trucks and tractors and everything, but it looks like you're dealing with a lot of hazardous conditions.
Yeah, that's a really nice looking game though.
Yeah, it looks really good. It looks like a game where you pick up contracts and you're gonna be like delivering or doing work in really nasty weather conditions.
Is this what do you call it? Death Stranding with trucks?
Could be. I mean, it looks a lot like Truck Simulator, but with like hard mode. Yeah.
That looks really fun though.
I wonder if it's gonna have a VR mode. These kind of games I think would be awesome in VR.
That would be awesome. Well, you better go quick.
Alright, Dave, I will check it out and see what I can pull off.
What are wrinkles? I don't know. Doing this kind of looks. What am I gonna do?
I think my buddy Jose would really like this SnowRunner game. I'm gonna have to send him this trailer and see if he knows about it because he loves Truck Simulator, and this looks like it would be totally his kind of thing.
Oops.
The weather effects and the physics on it look really accurate. Only know that you can order 2 at a time. Well, dang, I guess there goes the hopes of spending $5,000 on Zenogres.
Oh my god. Man, I got a dry hand. I don't want to.
Oh, Mud Runner? The way the game looks reminds me of what was the company that did Test Drive? Code something.
Is it over there?
I just look it up. Their games look. It reminds me a lot of their games, though. Oh, Test Drive was actually. Test Drive was Atari. What game am I? Codemasters. The game Codemasters made. They were a really good development studio for car physics games, realistic car games, and the Snow and Mud Runner make me think of those kind of games. Nagito, Komaeda, Shinderu.
Komaeda.
Shinderu. Komaeda's already dead.
I mean, knowing Danganronpa, he might be. I don't know.
He was known as the ultimate lucky student. Because they give all their students these fancy sounding names and brands. Seems like a popular thing in Japan. It's like, you are the ultimate primate high schooler.
Primate?
Yeah, from Dr. Stone.
Oh, yeah.
He was the ultimate primate student. Danganronpa does the same stuff. We're gonna give everyone fancy labels. Yeah, Burnout Paradise was really nice. And yeah, Dave, we use the HD60S.
Elgato is our friend.
It's not working? What's it doing?
All of our problems stem from HTCP.
Yeah, if you're trying to... Okay, Dave, so turn whatever software you've got on your PC that's taking the video feed in, take that off for right now. Go ahead and kill that window. Your screen should return back to normal. So what you need to do is go out to your cross-media bar, like the main PlayStation menu, and you're going to go over to Settings, go down to System, and there is an option for HDCP. You want to disable that. If that's enabled, it won't allow the Elgato to receive the video signal. So anytime you use the Elgato, that's going to have to be turned off. Unfortunately, if that's off, you won't be able to use apps like Netflix, YouTube, those kind of things. So
yeah,
anytime
it's to protect people from streaming that.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like a copyright thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, turn that off. But whenever you want to go watch like YouTube, Hulu, whatever on your PS4, you're gonna have to turn it back on. It's a little bit of a hassle, but unfortunately, that's just how it works. Hey, audience! What's going on, bro? How are you doing? How did your move go? I remember that you said you were going to be moving, so I figured it would probably be quite a while before we saw you. This seemed like a really rough time to be moving, too. I hope you haven't had too many issues, with all the quarantining and everything going on. The world's kind of it's a different place than it was this time last month. I think it's the same case with that one as well, Dave. Yeah, so try going into settings and see if there's an HDCP, or I never get the acronym correct. I think it's HDCP though.
Yeah, I think so.
That needs to be off for an Elgato to work.
Mm.
That's cool, Dave. Go ahead and get it fixed.
Do what you gotta do.
And it should be in settings and system. That's what it's on for PS4. It might be a little different for PS3, but there should be one of those somewhere. Ah, I got you, our audience. That sounds like a good decision, honestly, because yeah, with you just getting, with you still being in school and everything, I mean, for your career, yeah, this is not a good time for that to happen with you, so I don't blame you one bit. It sounds like a good tactical decision.
Mm.
At least there you'll be able to still do what you're doing, and I'm sure you can take, you're probably taking some of your classes at home now?
Yeah, that seems really rough. I mean, you don't, like, necessarily have to be in a classroom, maybe, for some of them, which is... Maybe some people prefer that, but it's hard without much structure.
Hey, JC, what's going on, bro? How you doing tonight?
JC, hey! The hype.
So where you gonna fit a cat?
Oh, cat. Like here, maybe.
In his hair?
Have it poking out of his hair. Should have drawn him bigger. Could have, like, put it in the hood or something. Maybe I can draw an itty bitty kitty. Maybe he's got a kitten in his pocket. I'm just gonna draw a bunch of circles. Mini A. I'm quiet. The mini one is all I can manage. Oops. Let's delete the whole thing. Goodbye.
But she's not as shy as she used to be, JC.
Oh, for sure.
She's now able to give you a mini A instead of a micro A.
A micro.
And then before that, it would have been just like...
Yeah, I don't know. Probably just silence.
Yeah, sounds like a much better situation for you there, audience. I'm glad to hear that you're doing all right and that you're safe and everything, because, yeah, things are pretty crazy out there, so... Glad you're able to get all your classes and stuff done from home. That's really, really handy. I really feel bad for all the young folks that are out there graduating this year. Like 2020 is their graduation and prom year. I mean, those are two really big deals for people in school. And I mean, and I'm really hoping that there's going to be, that some people are going to be able to get together something like maybe over the summer to make up for that. Have like a summer prom and a summer graduation.
Yeah, that would be cool if they could still hold some kind of ceremony or something.
Hey, Dralex, what's going on?
Alex, hello.
What's giving you PTSD, bro?
I don't know if I'm even capable of death metal A's or death metal singing of any kind.
Have you sing from the chest?
The what?
Don't have it getting out that big voice, a real deep voice. Be like, hey, JC, what you doing? I ain't doing it.
But it'll be Sasha, not me.
No, I can't. Yeah, honestly, I'm the same way. I could have skipped on the big old ceremony and stuff. So much stress over, like, oh my god, am I gonna trip?
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah.
I'm not big on ceremony and everything. The military did a lot of those anyway, so ugh. I remember having to do some drills and stuff in front of the military families, and during the summertime we had to do it in our stupid little shorts, the
Oh.
military shorts. They come up to like your upper thigh. They were like almost Daisy Dukes. So you're just
Oh
doing
my.
drills and stuff. You're handling guns and everything in these ridiculous shorts. This is one of the most embarrassing things ever. We had to do it every summer too. I hated it. But I know ceremonies are really, really important for a lot of people, though. So hopefully those folks get something.
I'm glad so far no one's asked me to draw any characters really interacting in any way, shape, or form. Except cats being involved in the picture somewhere.
Not quite Speedos, audience, but man, they were really short shorts. In military school, it was the summer uniform. You'd have short sleeve battle dress shirts, and then, they were more just the regular shirts. Button up, nice. Had to be perfect regardless. And the shorts were awful. And we had to iron and maintain all of these articles. Perfect gig line and everything. That does sound like it would be quite a pressuring commission, Dralix. So not only are you having to draw this character doing something with a friend, but you're having to draw your friend too. That does sound really awkward. Pretty much, Rags. They were real close to booty shorts. And then all the families were there, like everyone, because this would be like a family event that happened in the summer. They'd come out and everyone's in 90 to 95 degree weather. Everyone's sweating and angry and unhappy, and they're just all sitting there casting these judgmental, angry, sweaty stares down at all these military kids doing their drills, trying to do our best in booty shorts.
We just doing our best in itty bitty shorts.
We're just making the best of the booty.
I mean, might as well.
It was the worst. I still have dreams about those drills. Because it was no short amount or no small amount of families either. Like, it wasn't just the parents, sisters and brothers and everything were in those bleachers. And the average class was about 300 of us.
Ooh.
So, yeah. A real man's not afraid to show his strength. Maybe that's what they were trying to teach us, was to... maybe it was a test of composure.
Mm.
Do you have what it takes to booty shorts drill in front of all these families? About face, left face, half right face, forward, march. No, leave me alone. Stop it. I'm sure this has got to be illegal anywhere else. It wasn't illegal in Missouri, though. I firmly to this day believe there's a big reason that Missouri sounds like misery. Because that's all there ever was there.
I always used to call it that when we drive through it, because for some reason it would give everybody really bad allergies.
Yeah, audience, we've just had so many problems. YouTube was alright before the whole COPPA changes, but we've been struggling with them ever since January because YouTube has been changing. Like once a week they've been changing the way the setup works. We have to answer all these questionnaires now before we stream, before we put videos up as well. The audio codecs have been changed a number of times on us, so I have to keep going in and rearranging them, copy and pasting them from YouTube, replacing them in Restream, and also in Streamlabs, and it's just really been nothing but delays, and considering YouTube has all of this, latency that we have to deal with too, so it's not even the best service out there. Like, I could understand going to all the trouble of dealing with YouTube if they were nearly the quality of Twitch, but they're just not. So Twitch, we have a lot more options. There's less latency. We can give you guys more custom emotes, actually start customizing things so you guys can do more, as well as less latency. Like I said, it's only 2 seconds between. That's the big thing. Hey, Audio, what's going on, bro?
Audio, hello.
You doing alright tonight? Yeah, well, the thing is it'd be one thing, audience, if like YouTube seemed to care about their streaming service, but they don't give us any kind of updates. It's just a bunch of
They only make it harder.
Yeah, it only just makes it harder. It doesn't make the actual experience any better quality. Like, our audio and our video options on here are way more limited than on Twitch. We can give you guys like mini games to play on Twitch. There's a lot more overlays, a lot more fun stuff we can mess with. And on Twitch, there's actually commands. You have to actually be like only streaming to Twitch, I think, for this part. But like, you can give your audience commands and stuff that can do things in the stream, like, so you guys can actually have some fun interactive stuff. Like, I've seen a few that I'm exploring are actually like interacting things with the face rigs. Like, there's one that you guys can put in a command and it'll make like hearts appear above our heads, or make us put paws together, or wag our tail, that kind of thing. So there's a bunch of stuff like that that only Twitch offers. Oh, it works now for you, Dave? Awesome. Yeah, just remember that HDCP thing. It's annoying, but yeah, it's to keep people from streaming stuff on Netflix and Hulu and such with the Elgato. So. Oh, you've been grinding away at it, huh, Audio? So where are you playing right now outside of 14? Ah, don't worry about it, Dave. We had to look it up. It took us a little while to figure it out. Yeah, audience, that's pretty much what it seems like. I think YouTube just introduced streaming because they wanted to be competitive with all the other platforms, but
yeah, I swear it's only there so they could say that they have it.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually interested in pushing it much of anywhere. I think any other streaming platform is easier and better to work with than YouTube. We'll still be doing all of our videos and recordings and stuff on YouTube, of course, though. Any of our guides, tutorials, and we'll probably be doing clips and such from the Twitch streams and bringing them over to YouTube.
Yeah, if we could figure it out, we could probably post it after the fact.
Drew Alex says there's only 3 games: Monster Hunter, Animal Crossing, and Dark Souls PvP. Yeah, if you got an Elgato and you got your setup already, Dave, I'd say it's time to start streaming, doing some videos. Well, it looks like we've gone from Danganronpa relaxing music to we're on that random anime kick now, so.
Hey, Dora music works for me.
Yeah.
Can you build like a monster truck?
Yeah, what are your options, Stuart? You got motorcycles, monster trucks?
I haven't played it, but I like a monster truck.
Yeah, monster truck, or dune buggies. I like dune buggies. That's a good point, audience. I think that's what needs to happen. They need like big celebrities to start airing and streaming on YouTube, but
yeah, that'd probably help.
I don't think YouTube is wanting to pay them is the thing. You imagine how much they would have to pay to get Jack Black to stream on their service? Twitch and Mixer have all the money right now, I think.
Yeah, we can't use them for the game streams, so they've sort of been in limbo. I keep forgetting that it's up, and I don't look at.
Dave, that's the case with a lot of my electronics. I kind of just discover them later, like, hey, I had one of these. Our Elgato has gotten crazy amounts of use. Like, I'd have to say, if you guys ever want to get into streaming, Elgato by far. Elgato, and for microphone, Yeti. What is this? Blue? No, a Blue Yeti. My bad. Yeah, Blue Yeti.
Yeah, this one in particular, whatever this model is.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. We got a Snowball and it was we had a bunch of problems.
Yeah, Snowball's no good. Yeti, good.
Yeah, we got this one and no more problems. No, it's been great.
Oh, and the Logitech C920 or the 1080p, those are actually really inexpensive for their cameras. So.
Yeah, yours is much clearer. The one that I got that we're using for the face rig is not quite as clear as the one that's the cat cam right now. I'm pointing at it like y'all can see. I think it's the silver one.
Oh yeah, audio. We haven't been using the avatars on the game streams because they take an immense amount of my CPU and GPU. Like,
what's that portion? Oh, it's Axel. Hey, buddy.
Like,
Sorry.
if I'm running the avatars at the same time as we're playing games, we're gonna be dropping out. There's gonna be lag. It's gonna be nasty. So unfortunately for
Yeah.
gaming streams, we can't really have them.
Yeah, it was seriously killing the frames. I don't know what was happening. Ooh, nice.
We've got the silver Yeti.
Yeah. David's got the black one, but otherwise it sounds like his setup's the same. That's great. You did your research.
I wouldn't even want to try a higher quality microphone because I've actually gotten complaints. Well, not really so much complaints, but people commenting on some of my videos, for the ones where I'm alone. Because when I'm alone, like, I don't know what it is. If you're not here next to me and I'm trying to do a video, my throat gets congested for some reason. Like, I get kind of choked up, so I end up swallowing.
So sad.
I get like I like swallow while I'm doing the videos, and I've actually had people be like, "It'd be so much better if I didn't have to hear you swallowing every 10 seconds." Like,
What?
I'm sorry, I've got these biological conditions, these things that happen.
I gotta swallow sometimes.
I gotta breathe and all that. I'm sorry.
I mean, if it'll help, I'll sit in the room. I just thought it'd make it awkward if you're not talking to me. To just, like, be here and you're talking to yourself, but not because I'm here. But you're not talking to me.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of a little bit odd. Because if you're over there, it's like, I'm kind of like, what is she doing over there?
Like,
She's judging me.
if it were me recording by myself, I would rather there be no one in the room.
Yeah, if I had a higher quality mic though, I don't even want to think about what that mic could catch me doing. Like, it could probably hear like
Oh my God.
the hairs in
Sorry.
my ears as they swoosh around and stuff.
Oh, goodness.
That's what it's funny you mentioned that, audience, because I've actually been trying to make a habit of that. Like leaning away if I have to do any kind of mouth noise. But like we've got music in the background right now, and we're bouncing conversation off of one another. But when it's just me, it's usually pretty quiet, and my lips they have sounds. A lot of that.
Oh, no.
When it's really quiet, it's a lot of that. It's like I don't notice it unless I'm alone. When you're sitting in a room recording alone, you just kind of sit there and you're like, as you talk, I'll be talking and trying to record a video, and I'll hear my lips moving and slapping and making these noises, and I'm in the back of my head, I'm like, oh God, why do I sound like this? And I have to keep that.
Clapping?
I have to keep that from like distracting me. My lips are distracting me while I'm talking. Like, dang, why are you slapping like that? Calm down.
Lips thick. Maybe you should turn up the game volume for the videos. If there's more background noise, maybe it'd be less awkward.
Yeah, maybe. But the thing is I can't hear that. Because usually if the game noise is going, it's a recording. Lately I've been recording my footage and then doing voices over it. Because before, I was like sweating because I was having to try and take the footage down and talk and everything and make the footage follow me, like trying to do all that at once, and I would get confused. It was weird. So I've started recording the footage, and now I talk over it.
Is that easy?
It's a little easier, yeah, but then I hear my lips smacking. You know, I don't have the gameplay to focus on anymore. I'm not just sitting there like trying to talk. I'm like narrating as I'm playing the game. But then when you do that, you run the risk, a very high risk of whatever you're trying to make happen is not going to happen. Like I'm trying to explain, this is going to, okay, so we're going to go into this room. These monsters are going to attack you here. And then you go into that room and those monsters don't attack you.
Oh, yeah.
Or something doesn't happen according to what you're trying to say. And it's like, guys, can you work with me here? Come on. Then you have to start over. Oh, so audience, you know how it is, and I don't know about ASMR, Dave. I think that's like, I don't know. I'm gonna get like accused of sexual harassment or something. This guy, he made me feel so inappropriate in this YouTube video. I tried to focus on what he was trying to tell me, but all I could hear was the swallowing and the smacking and the lip clapping.
The dumb thick lips.
I started having dreams about it. He's in my head. My psychologist says that it's not right. I'm gonna sue him.
It's not right.
I'm gonna sue him. I'm gonna take him to jail. Or take him to the bank. He ain't got no money though. Otherwise, why would he be on YouTube?
We already gotta pay for Baron's therapist. It's gonna add up.
Yeah, the Blue Yeti's gain, we've only got it about maybe 30%? 40%?
Yeah, that thing picks up everything. I could probably hear my stomach growling in the last stream.
As far as audio, what you said for Discord events, we could work on something like that.
Hmm?
We could do a poll or something. Oh, Audio was saying since the Discord's getting bigger, we could try working on some like Discord events, movie night or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. I've always wondered how that works though with copyrights and stuff.
You watch really old stuff.
Hmm.
You know what movie would be very, very relevant?
Relevant?
Thank you. I knew I had that wrong. I just couldn't figure out how. My brain was farting. So relevant movies right now, a little bit on the mature side, but man is Demolition Man, that old Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes movie. That movie had a point, and it is very, very relevant right now.
But it may not be quite old enough.
Maybe.
We gotta watch like Frankenstein or something.
Licensing usually goes up in about
Was it
between 5 and 15 years. It's a pretty old movie too. It's like 94, 95.
50 years.
Usually licensing is like 10 years on the long run, 15. Yeah, we started with low gain audience and people weren't hearing us quite that well, but as soon as we cranked it up a little bit, man, it helped a lot with our audio complaints.
Apparently.
Relevant.
Copyright lasts for 70 years. And popping wheelies.
If they don't
Sounds
catch
like a
you,
good
there's no
time.
copyright issues, no snitching. I think we could actually do like a video stream in Discord. Because they have streaming, so maybe we could just stream in Discord. Then the Discord folks be the only ones to access it too.
Yeah, maybe if you're doing it like low scale enough, it would be like, I don't know why your mouth is open. If you did.
Oh, whoops. I was trying to keep my lips from smacking each other, so I'm keeping them apart. Social distancing, but with my lips.
Maybe if you do like a low scale enough party, like the equivalent of having a bunch of people coming over to your house and watching a movie. I keep getting distracted by your cat. Maybe it's okay. Like if you're putting it out to the internet for thousands of people to watch, then probably not okay.
Oh, the dune
10
buggy's
years?
done
What?
and it's popping wheelies. So Stuart, what do you need to make stuff in that game? Do you just have to go out and do like missions for parts, or races for parts, or races and stuff to earn money and then buy parts? Yeah, CJC said it's 10 years. The typical copyright is not all that long. That you ever wondered like how those like emulator bootleg like Nintendo, Super Nintendos and stuff can have like the Mario games and all that on them? Well, the licensing on them has to be re-upped every few years, and if they decide it's not worth it to do it, then well, que sera, sera. Oh, you've tried streaming on it, Drelix? Audio, did you figure it out? Audio was actually doing a little streaming one night, and we were having, funnily enough, he was having audio issues that we were trying to figure out. Did you ever figure it out, though, bro?
That adopted cat looks so bold. Too much.
Are you not going to color?
I don't know if I got time. Maybe.
Maybe color just certain things, like the jacket, or
I'll play around with it.
the cat, or the eyes. You could do like a kind of a what is it called? When it's got like the neon colors, it's something wave. It's a color style, but only certain parts of it are colored, and they're generally colored in a certain like neon shading, reds, purples, something wave.
I should probably know this.
Remember it.
It's still fairly bold.
That sounds really cool, Audio. If you think that you could get it running, we could definitely do that.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
The good nights for that with streaming would be, we don't stream anything currently on Fridays, Sundays, or Mondays. Hey, it's more Dorohedoro music.
Hey. Love it.
When Dorohedoro hits Netflix, guys, you gotta go watch it. It's the best anime ever.
Love it. Oh my god.
It is a bit gory. It is a bit crazy. It's very, very crazy. It's like campy and crazy and gory. It's one of those like art house flicks, but man, is it good. It took 5 attempts in Persona 5. Oh, Persona 4. Whoops, I thought you were still talking about Persona 5. Man, I remember the part, Dave, actually. The hospital. That was nasty. It is like Atlus's goal. Like, in every game that they make it, whenever there's a hospital part, like, every hospital section in all their games is really hard for some reason.
Why was that, like, the first chunk in... Was it the first Persona? I was trying to play it on hard mode or something on the PSP and getting absolutely wrecked. In, like, the very beginning.
Oof. Hard mode? You get absolutely wrecked on normal in most Persona or Shin Megami Tensei games.
Maybe it was just normal. I just remember getting wrecked, and I don't know why.
Yeah, usually you don't have the option of your difficulties until after the fact, though, if there are those options.
I mean, I gave up on it. I couldn't do it.
Atlus is sadistic.
Yeah, probably just difficult then.
The Doom Buggy's too fast, Stuart? You can't get...
too powerful.
Is it one of those where you gave it too much power and it's uncontrollable?
I'm gonna give myself a headache.
Yeah, if you want to test it out with me, Audio, feel free. Sounds like Dralix might be interested in doing a little testing too if he was trying to figure out how to do it. I like that kind of an idea though. Seems like a really good thing because we've had a few requests recently for Patreon, and we've been trying to figure out what good reward tiers could be. Any OG KittyBit folks like you guys would all be in like the unique chat, but we could make some kind of a chat where it's much less people, and newer people could just do it, I guess, as a tier with the Patreon thing. Then we could do like movie nights or one-on-one stream kind of things, that sort of thing with that channel. A Dave tier that includes a trip to Texas. We just got to get through this coronavirus real quick. And then outside of that, it's just a straight shot down I-20.
Yeah,
I-20,
right?
straight on west.
Oh, why is this smudgy? What help?
Smudgy.
This paintbrush was amazing, but then it was weird. Oh, this one's doing the same thing. What? Fire.
Anyone that comes into the stream at this point is going to be like, Danganronpa, but why Promised Neverland music? What the heck? I love the way this dude says fire. Fire.
Fire.
Fire.
So much enunciation. I've ruined all these markers.
It's F-I-Y-A. Fire.
Fire. Oh no. Is there like a return to default mode?
Maybe before I record by myself, I need to do like, get a lozenge going and dry my lips out. I'll go take a drive and stick my head out the window.
Take a drive. What's this? What? What do you mean? It wasn't a second ago.
Hidden message. Hidden layout. No
What?
drawing for you. You can't access your own work.
Somehow I deleted the layer. Whoa, this is cool, but not what I want.
Oh, Dave saw that you started P5R.
Oh, I did. Yep, I've gotten nowhere. I'm like still in the tutorial.
Fire.
I got out of Kamoshida's palace, castle, whatever it is, for the first time. And everybody's mad and saying Ryuji's trash. Like, chill. Dude's fine.
Oh, did you guys see, speaking of Kamoshida, his voice actor, the same voice actor for Albert Wesker from Resident Evil, he did a little video that was him as Wesker telling everyone that they need to stay indoors and keep a mask on. It was pretty funny. It was on his Twitter the other day. Yes, I have not started P5R yet. I want to finish up Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I like this. Yeah, I kind of jacked his copy.
Well, the good thing is if Sash goes through it while I'm going through something else, I can still see Persona 5. But I've already seen a lot of P5, so she's going to have to get to more of the new stuff. Although I was delighted to see that P5R has new stuff from the get-go. Like, straight out of the gate, there's brand new content.
Who's this new chick, huh? Why am I trying to do this from so far away?
You got a wheelie bar on it now, Stuart, so are you able to control it a little better? Ooh, new content sprinkles. Tasty. Junis, or do you mean Junes?
Oh, is she new best girl?
Wait, new best girl? Nah, fam, she can't be better than Makoto.
Yeah.
Makoto is punchy, she's built, she wears a
Is she
cool
though?
mask, and she has a motorcycle.
Oh, well.
I knew you'd get that one, Dave. Every day's great at your Juness. The dude who does the voice actor, he has a really normal name, but the voice actor for
Bob.
Wesker and
Kyle.
for Wesker and what is it?
What's another?
Kamishita. Yes,
Kamishita.
Just said it. One of my favorite voice actors of all time. Man, it's really in love with the Doro Hetero music.
Good taste.
I keep screwing up saying Doro Hedoro. I say it
Doro.
Doro Hetero.
I mean, if you want to be super American, it works.
Doro Hetero.
That Doro had Doro.
Alrighty, Rick. Have a great evening. Thanks for dropping in as always, bro. We appreciate you. Stay safe and get plenty of rest.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yep, we'll see you on Saturday, bro. DC Douglas. That's it, Rags.
Doug.
You know, I actually should have remembered that because his freaking name in Xenoblade Chronicles X, I think, it was Doug, right, Rags? Like, they pretty much named him after himself in that? Because when I heard Douglas's voice in Xenoblade X, I was like, it's Wesker! Stubby woke up and looked at the TV like, what's going on?
It's Stubby's jam, too. Why is he looking at it like that?
He's sniffing it real hard. He's like, I can smell the music. I can smell the beat.
What's wrong with him? You okay, bud?
He's looking dead at the middle of the TV.
Is he okay? I think it's got him hypnotized or something. You can just go back to sleep, bud. Stubby.
The thing that's on the TV right now is an equalizer for the music. So I think the rhythmic moving of it has him interested.
He's looking at it so hard. It's okay, bud.
Oh, JC, that's the constant mood lately. We've been doing mostly cooking at home, but in the middle of the night, all the businesses, even like Taco Bell and the 24-hour stuff, has been closing like 9 o'clock. So it's like after 9 p.m. It's like, nope, you gonna eat at home.
I have time to just eat some ham from the fridge.
Get that lunch meat.
I'm giving myself whiplash.
That's because you're giving it. You're doing it too hard.
Yeah. Go ham or go home?
I don't think that applies unless you're like death metaling. And you gotta build up to that. You gotta work them death metal neck muscles. Build that
Brain protection.
build that brain yeah, the brain juice needs working.
I like this one too.
Oh, it's Fire Force. This dude actually looks like he would be a good, like, candidate for Fire Force with that hair.
Oh, they got crazy hair? Good dog. Go hurt your voice.
Oh, we were talking about the head banging. That's swanging. You gotta be careful how much inertia you put behind it. And the degree of the swing is important too. If you're not used to it, keep your swing degrees low. JC says he's still waiting for that death metal A.
Oh. Yeah, that was me.
That was actually a really bad one. That one came from my throat, not from the diaphragm.
Yeah, what? If you have like more than an hour of active time, your Fitbit should not be telling you to walk. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous.
I couldn't mess with one of those things. That would annoy me.
Hmm?
Like, what are you vibrating for? I don't even like having you on my wrist. What do you want?
You must walk.
You need more steps, bro. Say what?
Yeah.
Why is my watch telling me how to live my life?
You gotta walk.
No.
What about the deep vein thrombosis?
Say what?
What?
Deep vein.
It's like blood clot you get on an airplane when you sit too long.
Deep vein thrombosis.
Yes.
Oh, how could I ever forget thrombosis?
Is that sarcasm?
That's elementary, my dear Watson. Of course. Thrombosis. Devil May Cry Dralex? Oh yeah, I've played all the games in the series and the reboot. If you're talking just DMC, then that means the reboot, which I actually really enjoyed. I was extremely skeptical of it at first, especially after they showed Trash Can Dante way back. But I liked it. I thought it was a pretty good reimagining. Gameplay, it was very good. Like the bosses, I was really impressed with the bosses in DMC.
Beastmaster was cool too.
I remember that one boss, the one that had the sound waves. That one was particularly interesting to me. That's a boss I think I'll always remember. Yeah, I thought that was actually really cool too, audience. How the world was like a storybook that came to life around you. Like you'd have just all these flat walls, and then all of a sudden you'd hear this crackling, and then boom, parts of the buildings would just come out towards you, like you said, like extruding out towards you, and it was like the environment was attacking you. As far as like Devil May Cry 5, I really enjoyed like DMC. I wasn't so big into the story, kind of like Dave said. It was okay. I didn't just hate it, but it was better than what I expected. But I had really low expectations. I completely ignored. I slept on DMC for the longest. I waited until it was like $10 and then bought it and tried it. And then no, Roy hates Nero. Nero is on. He's in that Hope tier. Nero and Hope are like brothers to me, and I would choose them as an exodus to a fiery island. But as far as like DMC, the gameplay was really cool, and I wasn't so much into the story. With Devil May Cry 5, it was the opposite. I was really digging the story. I really loved the whole concept with V and everything that went on between them. It's like a big family tussle. The story was great, and they got back to the good old-fashioned Dante charm. Like, I need that in my life at some point. I need some badass Dante. Like, really, really cool Dante. But cheesy at the same time. He's like superhuman demon with dad jokes. But still somehow pulls it off and is cool. Really love the story, the characters in Devil May Cry 5. But the gameplay was okay. It wasn't bad, but I think Devil May Cry 4 was... I think Devil May Cry 4 and 3 were like the apex of Devil May Cry gameplay. Dead weight. You're right, that's near the end of Devil May Cry 5, Nero was starting to grow on me a little bit. He still has a lot to prove to me. But I don't hate him quite as much. He's still in Hope too, though. Hope actually did grow on me a little bit, Rags, after I played Final Fantasy 13-3, Lightning Returns. But that was like adult Hope, and he was a little bit more mature.
Wasn't Adult Hope in 13-2 too? As well?
I believe he was.
I think so.
Yeah. I don't like Child Hope, like Kid Hope.
Was that new trigger one? The intro for that?
Maybe. It sounded a whole lot like a, what is it, crap. Mob Psycho 100. Hey, welcome back, Stuart. Having fun with your dune buggy? Is it under control now? Yeah, I agree there, Drelix. See, with Devil May Cry 4, I think that's what really killed me with it. Because Devil May Cry 4, Nero came in, and it was almost like, it was pretty much the same as you guys remember Metal Gear Solid 2. You expect to play as Solid Snake, especially after the demo, and you play as Solid Snake for the first part, and then all of a sudden it switches, it gives you the old switcheroo, and boom, suddenly you're playing as Raiden, and it's like, what's this crap? And Nero was really linear. He was a really one-dimensional character compared to Dante. You play as Nero the whole first half of the game, and you basically beat up the bosses until they're weak. But he doesn't manage to, like, kill anything. Like, I don't know. He's too soft. And then he gets to where Dante is, and Dante comes back and basically cleans up after Nero and moves on. And Dante's got all these weapon types, an incredible amount of depth to him compared to just Nero and his devil's arm. So the first half of Devil May Cry 4 is kind of throwaway to me, but I loved the Dante gameplay. I think the weapons were coolest, though, in Devil May Cry 3. Cerberus and the two dual blades. I can't remember the names of them. Although Pandora's Box in Devil May Cry 4 was a lot of fun. Who doesn't want a suitcase of mass destruction that can transform and to everything from a rocket launcher to a mobile weapons platform? Sasha had asked if you could do a monster truck, Stuart. I don't know if you can do a monster truck, but
That is looking cute.
Stubby seems fine with the scales now. They were freaking him out earlier, but now he's right next to them. Yeah, you could make. Can you make something like that classic the Shark Hot Wheels car? I remember everyone had that Shark Hot Wheels car. Shark Hot Wheels car. The word shark makes everything after it R. Yeah, that was like baby's first Hot Wheel car, wasn't it? I think anyone who had Hot Wheels had the shark with the fangs.
I
And
don't think I have that one.
there were a bunch of variants of it too. Like there were all kinds of colors. There were the metallic ones, like the silver one. Oh yeah, it did come with this set, if I remember correctly. Everyone that I knew had the shark and one of the paddy wagons and like the Model T Hot Wheel. Like 1910 Model T. I have no idea where my Hot Wheels are, Dralex. They could be anywhere. They could be in the attic. They could be in the garage. They could be in the archive. I might have given them away to my nephews at some point. I have no idea where it is. I hope it's okay.
Mine might be downstairs. No idea.
I thought you said you didn't have a shark.
I didn't have a shark, but I had Hot Wheels.
We're talking about the shark.
Oh, the shark in particular. Oh.
The shark is like iconic Hot Wheels car. What Hot Wheels was your favorite that you had?
I had this one that was like, it kind of looked like a Porsche. It was like purple, but from some angles blue. That kind of cool paint.
Oh, like iridescent?
Yeah. Oh no, that's the eraser.
I almost feel like at this point I could build my own Hot Wheels car. After all the stuff I've been learning how to do for cosplay, I feel like now whenever I look at things, I see it differently. Like I look at something and I half wonder, what would it take to make that?
Ding.
Oh yeah, there was a movie and a TV show, wasn't there? Man, one of my close friends was like so into Hot Wheels. He had like whole boxes full of them. He had like one of those toy chests that looked like a big treasure chest, but it was like big enough you could fit a body into it. And that thing was full of Hot Wheels. Like you looked in there and it was literally like piles upon piles of Hot Wheels. Oh, this song is Made in Abyss from the new movie, Dawn of the Deep Soul. They got Myth and Roy to do a song for it? Nice. I love Myth and Roy. They're one of my favorites of the Japanese groups.
Who are those characters?
You'll find out.
Eh, did you read it?
You'll find out. Made in Abyss, they've shown him.
Hmm?
That's the scientist that, I don't want to say anything as a spoiler, but MIDI and...
Mm-hmm. Oh.
That's Papa.
Mm.
We actually haven't seen the movie either yet, Dralex. We had tickets to it. We were actually supposed to be seeing it on
Yep.
April... We would have already seen it. I think it was like April 11th or April 13th. But because the theaters closed down, we got a sad email. It was like, yeah, here's a refund.
Never have I been so upset.
I'm really hoping... I'm really hoping that they do a paid stream of it, like like a pay-per-view. Give us anything on. I would pay $10-15 to check it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we watched the first and second seasons of Made in Abyss, and that show was just amazing. Well, not first and second season. The first season, and then we watched the first two movies that were pretty much the rehash of everything that happened. And now the third one's supposed to go deeper into the story. Wow, for Myth and Roy, this is actually a really chill song.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like that.
If you've watched the actual TV season, Dralex, fairly recently, then the movies are mostly just they take out all the fluff and the filler and kind of just truncate everything into the first movie. Same for the second one. Um, so if you've already seen the whole TV series, there's not all that much they added. I think they did redo the visuals, so it looks a bit better. But if you haven't seen the movies, you're not missing really much of anything. It's the third movie that counts, though. Dawn of the Deep Soul is where it picks up from where it left off. Did you actually watch through the whole season, the whole first season yet, Dralex? If not, I won't talk on it. Oh, Stubby is awake. Ah, okay, Alex. Then, yeah, you've seen about as much as we have. He's definitely not afraid of the scales anymore. He's using them as a pillow.
Stubby, what you doing?
You guys see Stubby? Do you guys have cats that like to lay in weird ways like this? Like he will stretch off. Like if the table wasn't here, he would still be stretching to the point of where he would slowly fall right off of that.
I think he feels like getting up, but doesn't feel like standing, so he just kind of falls onto his feet.
Yeah, he's just trying to figure out if he wants to do anything with his life.
Oh yeah, everyone's hair is getting super long.
I got lucky, audience. I actually just got my hair cut like right before, like days before the quarantine started. But it's starting to get there now. I had it cut really short though, like almost to my scalp.
Mm.
Here you go, Rags. They're playing some Danganronpa music. This is from new Danganronpa V3, the black soundtrack.
Where's the light source?
His hair is the light source.
I'll say it's from the left. Whatever. Cool.
Danganronpa has really good music, though, not gonna lie. From an artistic standpoint, I would have to say Danganronpa is probably one of the coolest and most interesting series out there. Like, I get that a lot of people won't watch it because, you know, it's all about killing and it's a whodunit kind of murder mystery sort of thing, and it's brutal, and they are also kids and everything, but from an artistic standpoint, like, the presentation of it, the way it looks, the visuals, the sounds and everything, Danganronpa's got a lot going on.
It's a little bit brutal for me.
Audio, if you ever wanted to play the newer ones, most of them are pretty much, I mean, they tend to stick with the same formula the whole way. It's just kind of changing the characters and a few tweaks. I've never actually beaten a Danganronpa game, though. I started like all of them. I'll be forever grateful to Danganronpa, though, because back when we were getting no views whatsoever on any of our videos, like nothing, Like, no views at all. Like, 11 was a high amount of views for us. I remember we posted our unboxing of the Danganronpa with the backpack and the hat and the headphones. And it was the first time I ever saw our views go over 1,000. And it did it quick, too. It was like in a day, and then all of a sudden we had 2,000, and it was the first time we ever saw like an actual spike in our numbers. And man, I'll never forget it. It was a really, really cool feeling.
It's exciting. I think we got ours early somehow.
Yeah, because it was from Nipponichi, so...
Yeah, and they're in Garland, so sometimes now we get stuff early, I think, because they know that we do stuff, but I think before we would sometimes get things early just because of our proximity to where they were shipping from.
Oh, yeah, audio. You're talking about a Trigger Happy Havoc. That one did have an interesting approach to it. I actually did not play that one. I think it's the only one I don't own. Danganronpa, I believe it was... it started off as a live... the moving novels. The animated novels. Rags, you'd probably know better than I would, though. Which came first? Chicken or the egg? Anime or the game? I'm thinking it was the anime first, though. Interactive novel. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, like the, what are they called? What was it called? Halloween Killmon.
Steins Gate?
Yeah, those games.
Oh, the game came first? Well, dang. You should make the kitty half black, half white.
Oh no, why would I do that? Okay, I'll do it.
Because
Let's do it. Thank you.
Because that's what what's his face is.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was saying
Monokuma?
Yeah, no, forget that guy. But sure, I'll do it.
Although the game that Nagito came from, it was Monokuma's sister was the selling point of them, I believe. The one with the bikini on. His sister that's like half pink, half white or half black. She had a mixed bikini on too.
Which side is white?
A monster truck with NOS? That sounds like a lot of danger and fun. Makes me think of Moto Racers or whatever that Sony one was. There's a really... What was that one? MotorStorm. That was it. MotorStorm on PlayStation 3. Monokuma owes Sasha $100.
I mean, I don't think he does, but if he wants to, I'll take it.
Adopt a Monokuma. Or maybe not. You might die.
Adopt a cat, just not this one.
Good luck making him half white amongst that dude's hair, though.
Yeah, I wish the other side was white.
Monster truck, but the only truck is Gravedigger. Or Monster Jam. Monster Jam was a good game. I swear the art from Dorohedoro looks like it came straight out of Akira in the 90s. Like the human faces look like the human faces from Akira. Doesn't this dude have like red eyes? I can't remember. Or pink? Maybe they were pink.
No idea. About to find out.
Akira? Yeah, that's the Japanese way. That's how you'd hear it from a Japanese person, would be Akira. It took me forever to start pronouncing that correctly, though, Dralex. Believe me, I grew up with Akira.
Monokitty.
Monokitty.
Take-ta.
Mononeko. When I started learning Japanese, Dralex, the phonetics were really trippy to me because as an English major, I had kind of I took a lot of time and practice to make sure that my phonetics were down. And then all of a sudden, it's like Japanese comes along. It's like, hey, girl, I'm gonna jack your dick right up.
I feel like as a southerner too, a lot of it is pretty hard. I still say manga wrong.
Yeah, manga and manga. I don't know if I'll ever say manga correctly every time.
It looks like his eyes are kind of gray. Gray-green, maybe?
Oh yeah, they kind of look like the color that they look like rainwater.
Rainwater.
He's got
Dirt.
puddle eyes.
Dirt water eyes. He might take offense.
Why are you looking at me, dirty Nagito? Not. Oh, this is from Brand New Animal. We need to get on the pirate sites and start watching this.
Yes.
This is that new one by Trigger Studio. B&A, Brand New Animal.
Oh, what?
Can you build like 18-wheelers, Stuart? I think you should, if you can, you should try making the... Oh, well, there you go. Dralex has a good idea. What about the Batmobile or like a themed car? You could do like the Batmobile or the, what is it? The Ghostbusters car? Their hearse?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the time-traveling DeLorean, too. You could do the time-traveling train from Back to the Future 3. Hey, Scoob, get back to the mystery van! Let's get back to the mystery van! Oh, he does have red squares on his jacket, doesn't he?
Sure enough.
And it looks like the inside of the hood is red, too.
Is it,
Or is it black?
It's just darker green, looks like. There's absolutely no shading going on his jacket. I really hope I put this on the right layer. I sure didn't.
Oh, Shaggy would have me beat, Rags. He can go Super Saiyan. Or Super Caucasian? I don't know. He's vegan.
Oh.
He just eats Scooby snacks.
Are Scooby
Nah,
snacks
I'm
vegan?
quite sure there were many an episode where he was eating like whole hunks of meat. Like Shaggy was known for his ability to put food away.
Where did this come from?
There was a figure of Nagito.
Mm-hmm.
It was quite a nice one too. I almost ordered it. Because they actually did his hair really, really well. And his pose was cool too. There's not many Danganronpa figures out there, but the ones that they have done, I think they're all alter. Like Alter produced them all, so they're all really high quality ones.
Yeah, they know only awesome.
Roy versus Shaggy shirtless. Well, maybe Shaggy, but no one wants to see this shirtless.
Nope.
Maybe after I diet for like, another 6 years and start running. Maybe.
That's a long time.
It's because I don't want to exercise, so my diet's going to take 6 years to get me to where I want to be.
We can exercise together.
No.
So good for you.
No. You're too hardcore. You killed me.
Not.
I would die.
I watch YouTube videos. I'm not the hardcore.
There's hardcore people on YouTube.
They're fine, but...
There's actually, I think they're more hardcore on YouTube because they're not aware. Well, they're not as aware, I think, as like if an organization, like some big, workout group makes a video, they actually have to they have to follow all these laws and like take the care of their viewers into account. I don't think YouTubers so much understand that. I mean, they should be held to the same standards, and I'm sure they get in trouble for it all the time. But I'm pretty sure a lot of them are just like, yeah, okay, so we're gonna grab the car fender and we're gonna fill it with cement. We're gonna go do some push-ups with it.
Fill it with cement.
Now, for this running exercise, you're gonna give your buddy a machine gun and you're gonna have him shoot at your feet, so it keeps you running. This is gonna make sure that you don't slack off, bro. Because, I mean, do you even run, bro? No, you don't. So hand your buddy that machine gun. Yeah, the P90. Give it to him. Yep. Good. Ready to go? Okay. You, buddy? Yeah, talking to you. Yeah, shoot at those feet. I don't even care if you have to hit them. Just get him running.
Yeah, no.
I know, right, audience? That's what I would need to get in shape. I would need Indiana Jones coming at my backside with his whip to get me moving. We're gonna go discover some treasure, Roy. Come on. Whoopsh. Oh, no. No. I'm gonna go discover the credits to my game I'm working on. I'm gonna lock you out.
Too bad I'm no drill sergeant.
The stuff I see Sasha doing for her workouts is crazy. She does like whole hour-long workout stuff. Like, nah, man, nah.
With like no equipment, I don't lift weights for that long or anything.
You go ahead and get that workout in. I'm gonna get this nap in, and then we'll go stream.
I mean, you gotta sleep too.
See how Sasha makes everything okay, guys?
My sleep is important.
This is how it happens.
No.
You're such an enabler. But it's okay. This diet will fix it. Just 6 more years. And then at the end of the 6 years, I'm going to have a pizza, and I'm going to return to this state.
Immediately. Yeah, no, I don't think the pizza can do that much.
It'll be like King in I'll be like King in 7 Deadly Sins. If I haven't had pizza, I'm in thin mode. I have a snack, a cookie or something though, and boom, big King again.
It'd be like that chick from Silver Spoon.
Silver Spoon.
Farm. Anime.
I remember it. I'm trying to remember the character though.
There was a chick that would like diet for a day and be super skinny and then immediately retire.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Man, I wish I could lose weight like Fat Gum from My Hero Academia.
Right?
Man,
Yeah,
if I could just go and just charge up and punch all my fat away, just that would be great.
Yeah, I'd like that ability. I just gotta work out for the rest of my life. I skip a day.
The funny thing with
Fat Gum.
him is his fat mode is his powered up mode.
Mhm.
That's when he's strongest. Oh yeah, Stuart. You're talking about old Eleanor. I definitely know that car.
Aw. I thought we were talking about 7 Deadly Sins. That Eleanor's cool too, though. That's Escanor, my bad.
I was gonna say Eleanor? Wait. Escanor is a bit of a hot rod, though, isn't he?
Yeah, Escanor's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the American red-blooded American dream car. I don't think they're even people who hate Ford. Or whoops,
Snuffler?
no, I'm stupid. I had a bad brain fart right there. But no, even people who hate Mustangs in general, no one can really hate on Eleanor. Kit's your dream car? Kit is not a very far off concept right now. If you look at like Teslas are getting pretty dang close in technology to being Kit. Get a good old Google AI in there, train it to be Kit. So when you do the eyes, are you gonna do like swirls?
Yes. Yeah, I guess I am.
Oh, I just realized this is my Vinland Saga jam. I think Vinland Saga was the anime of the year last year for me. Can't wait for season 2.
Yeah, that anime was awesome.
Yeah, I liked all the music in Vinland Saga, but I gotta agree there, Rags, that the opening one was really good. I love the outros too.
Oh, yeah. What was it, the first or second? Second outro. Really good song.
I'm gonna be really sad if they end up killing Thorkel, but I'm kind of thinking his time's gonna come. Thorkel was my favorite character.
I like
Thorkel and Askeladd. Askeladd, one of the best villains ever.
Yeah, I started out hating that dude, but yeah.
Other villains have a lot to learn from Askeladd. Oh, speaking of the outros,
That was
this is season 2's intro, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, really, Rags? That's classic
What?
F-150 there. I like anything by Man with a Mission, though. Man with a Mission's one of my favorite Japanese groups. And they're so interesting. Like, their characters, like their wolf-headed characters, all have this story. I like bands with a storyline. I wonder if I could get Axel to stay in the chair, because he's sitting right here. No, this is Stubby. I'm sorry, Stubby. You're not that fat.
I don't like that. Put it back.
I liked it. I thought it looked good. It had a lot of depth to it.
Yeah, but I want it to be like more solid.
Alrighty, Stuart. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for making some cars for us. Have a good one. Sleep well and stay safe out there, bud.
Yeah, have a good one. Thanks for chatting.
I can get behind Future Funk. Have you ever tried listening to a group called Radio?
Oh
Dralex?
god, I love radio.
They're a bit funk disco. They are Japanese, of course, but man, their sound is really fun, and they've got all their music videos are actually really fun to watch too.
Ooh, my bad. Oh, I just
Disconnection.
unplugged it all together. It didn't even just come loose. There you go.
Sasha's sitting on them chords.
And I'm just gonna keep drawing.
What if someone came into the stream right then and comment no signal? Oh, but there's music. Are you heading out, Dave? Alright, bro. Have a good one. Sleep well and stay safe out there. Enjoy that stimulus.
Have a good night, Dave. Have a good sleep.
Oh man, Dralex Macross had some of the best music for its era. I love Macross music. Like, I'm pretty sure Macross or Robotech tunes were some of the things that got me into Japanese music. That and Project Echo. Oh, you thought we were wrapping up? Yeah, not quite yet, Dave.
Nope, I'm just done.
Oh, no. Yeah, Sasha sat on the cord and unplugged it, so we had no signal for a second. Gundam Wing did have some really, really good music. Gundam low-key had a lot of the best music in anime, though. Like, most people who think of Gundam, they think just the giant robots and the animation quality and everything, but Gundam had, like... It's so famous that, like, pretty much all the biggest groups out there basically would pay to have their music featured in Gundam. I think there's actually a rule in Japan. It's like one of those things, like, you know you've made it as a band in Japan when your songs are featured in Gundam. Oh, this playlist is going all over the place now. Now we're on Nier.
Oh god, I love the new music.
It's Big Ball Dress Orchestra Lady.
Mm.
Two B would be really cool for Smash.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
She could even use her skills, her different skills too, for all of her different moves. Different skills and different weapons. As long as Pod is there with her.
Mm.
That way we get DC Douglas's voice in the game too. Target acquired.
I played it in Japanese. I don't know what you're talking about.
His commentary for Fish.
I was gonna press it down shirts.
I'm pretty sure, when you caught the, what fish was it? If you ate it, it killed her immediately, and you got the
Sardine?
ending.
Or
Was it sardine or tuna?
mackerel.
Mackerel?
Mm,
I think it was tuna.
mm, I don't remember.
But I remember the pod would say something about not deemed fit for consumption. And then if you ate it, you died. Or not deemed fit for Android consumption, something like that. It looks like you breathed a little bit of life into Nagito. Yours seems a little bit more lively than
Oh,
his pictures. He seems a little... No? He looks... Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
I don't know, the pictures, the actual official art looks a little bit more somber. Like he looks a little more sad, but...
Maybe because I don't know this dude. I'm just drawing this based on the impression I get from the official art.
Your version's that, long hair, don't care version.
Mm.
Long hair, don't care, got cat. Mono kitty.
Oh, dude's got lashes. What?
Oh, almost every Danganronpa character's got some crazy lashes. They're like almost those Egyptian lashes going. Super thick lines.
This brush ain't cutting it. Where's my good tapering one? Is this it? No, that's the one up in Florida. This one?
I hear paw steps.
Oh.
Who dat? That Milo? Oh, there's the clawing. Milo digging into that yoga mat. Milo says hello, everybody. Milo, you want to get into the cat chair? It's like, nah, bro, feed me. Drelix was asking if you've drawn over photos before?
I did that one for Rags, where I used a real picture of Shinjuku in the background. And I had classes in college that were like Photoshop classes.
Oh yeah, you did one of our ferrets. You turned him into a cartoon.
Yeah, I drew that over a picture. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, she took a picture of one of our ferrets, and turned him into, he looked like a classic Disney cartoon. Like, you know, where they had like real actors in motion pictures with cartoons, like Pete's Magical Dragon, that kind of stuff. It looked like that. It's pretty cool. National Anime Day. Dave, we did not. When was that? Because I feel we should have had that in the whole calendar.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. What?
I'm really awful when it comes to keeping up with all these national whatever days. It's like every day is a holiday now to the internet.
Mm.
Oh, it is today?
Oh. Like starting now? Or 10:30? We missed it.
It's gone. It's dead, Jim.
We did watch one episode.
We watched an episode of Seriously, Yeah, Eagle.
Yeah.
You okay there, Mello? Did you bring some catnip up? No? He seems a little crazy.
He does love his catnip toys.
That sounds like a cool deal, Dralix, if you're gonna do it with so your art over photographers' pictures.
That sounds awesome.
So are you gonna be taking like real people and turning them into like character concepts? Or I guess would be a finalized picture, maybe? When is National Monster Hunter Day? Almost 20 million copies sold.
Whoa.
They need a day. Right, audience? That's why I can't keep up with it. It's like every day is a different day, and it makes me feel like I've got responsibilities to every day. It's like, wait, I only like those days that are national food days, like National Taco Day. If they give me discounts, then I'm all behind it.
Mm. Pizza day. In the main art, this dude has like no lips, so I guess that's just how he's gotta be.
Oh, I got you, Dralix. Yeah, that sounds like what Sash did with The World Ends With You, like she was saying. We had a picture of Shinjuku Scramble Crossing, and yeah, she drew Neku on it.
Yeah, and I think I used a filter or something to make it look fuzzy or pixelated something.
Yeah, kind of like what, I don't know if you've ever seen any of the manga where they actually take they'll take a real background and they put a filter over it to make it look like it was hand-drawn, but with crazy amounts of detail. We were trying to go for that kind of a thing with the background, and then she drew Neko on top of that. Man, that was like almost 2 years ago now, I think.
Whoa.
That was like,
That's crazy. What?
I think that might have been like number 3 or 4 on the Kitten Cat Doodle series.
I think you might be right.
That was just like a month after we started the series, after we started streaming art. Here's the Danganronpa theme song I know. The funny thing about this song is, like, the lyrics honestly are a lot better than most of the attempts that Japanese music tries to do at, like, English rap lyrics.
Mm.
Persona actually makes it sound really good, but if you actually listen to all the lyrics from those songs, if you take them at face value, they're not really all that good. That One Piece rap that 4Kids had for dub. There were a few really funny ones. Even for American shows, there were some really funny theme songs. I don't know if any of you are aware of an old, I think it was 1995? Maybe 90, no, it was 1997 show, I think, called Mummies Alive. The intro for that was pretty much that kind of thing. It was pretty funny. Mummies Alive only had 1 season, but in my opinion, it was well ahead of its time, especially animation style. For the West, it had a really good animation budget. It seems to be back into the Danganronpa line of things now.
Oh, I forgot he's got like another tone to his hair that's kind of pink. Oops.
This song is from Danganronpa too, which is actually where Nagito here is from. Hey, Chungus, what's going on?
Oh, hello, hello.
Feeling a little bit tired? If you need to head to bed, then it's cool if you just say hi to us and go get your rest. Don't feel obligated to stick around. Don't want any of you guys losing sleep over our stream.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely do what you gotta do first. You can always catch us later. We'll be back.
I'll be back. That was a horrible art, old Roy. What the?
I didn't even try.
Well, alrighty, Chungus. It was good to at least say hi to you. Hope you're having a great evening and hope you had a good dinner and everything. So, get some rest. Go have a good sleep. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll be around on Saturday.
See you again. Have a good sleep.
I think one thing that's actually pretty cool of YouTube right now is for music and pretty much all the videos, it seems like there's not nearly as many commercials going right now. And the ads that they are playing are mostly the stay at home from whoever's just saying stay at home thing. Since, you know, so many people are must be sitting at home watching YouTube stuff and listening to YouTube music as a radio station, that's kind of what we use most of the time. We're not fancy and use Spotify or all that stuff, but I think it's pretty cool that they cut down on the ads and went with good stuff. What was that bang? I hope that wasn't a gunshot.
I hope that wasn't a gunshot.
Oh, speaking of guns, we just got in a couple today. Not real ones, they're for some airsofts that we got for one of our Metal Gear cosplays. We've almost got finished. We've almost got everything for it.
Yeah, the wigs just came in too.
Unfortunately, I can't say we made this cosplay though. We kind of bought most of it. 99% of it.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty excited. I think they'll be fun cosplays. And at least we'll have two now, rather than just the one.
Yeah, something to wear on the off day. So we're not having to wear the same dang outfit.
Although it's not like there's any conventions to go to right now.
Yeah, not now. Soon though.
So, Rags, do you keep up with the Danganronpa series pretty well? Hello, Milo. He comes and demands pets. Milo, get your head out of my cup. That's not yours. You're gonna get your head stuck in there, bro.
Oh no, I unplugged it again.
You're good at that.
No, give Get back in there, no. It's coming back, I swear.
Oh, you have played them all, Rags? What one would you say is your favorite in this series?
Oh, why is he upside down? There we go.
He did a spin for the music. Yay. Hey, Milo, why don't you hop up in the chair, brah?
You'd rather sit in your lap and dance.
I've got him in my lap and I'm making him dance. Dance to some Danganronpa.
You're doing a boogie.
Oh, so the game that Nagito came from then, Rags? What was it? Danganronpa End of Despair, or... Yeah, because 3 was Killing Harmony, 2 was... Where'd it go? Goodbye Despair, that was it.
I'm gonna have to like crop 90% of this out when I say this, because there's like nothing going on over here. Oh, the sun.
What's up?
The sun.
Yes, we need the sun, especially since this is one of Rag's pictures. We gotta have a sun in there.
Where am I gonna put it?
Pervy sun. That really makes that O stand out, huh? But it does make sense.
No pie. Pretty underwhelmed.
Yeah, the sun's probably like, who is this guy?
Yep.
Where are all the boobs at?
He's probably very upset.
Hey, Briggs, what's going on, bro? How are you doing tonight? Everything going well? So, I know you like to draw hair, so how would you rate his hair on a scale from 1 to 10 as far as fun to draw?
It's different, so it's pretty fun. It's not what I normally draw, so at first it was interesting, but I had a lot of fun coloring it.
Colored it? It's white. Well, I guess you did fill the white in.
Hair's got a lot of depth. It's got a bunch of colors in it, even if it's white.
Actually, white is the absence of all colors.
Not if it's hair. Dude's got pink. He's got like dark pink.
Dark pink.
A little bit of gray, and there's some like blue showing through from the background. So many colors. It was great. I'd give it like, I don't know, an 8.
8 out of 10. We'll draw again.
Did he just shut your tablet?
Milo always finds a way to walk on my tablet and destroy whatever stream management thing I have going on it. He's like, no, you can't do this until you fed me, bro. You need...
Briggs, are you still trying to catch the stringfish or whatever? What's it called? The really rare fish?
Yeah, I think we should be able to eliminate almost all of the latency when we're on just Twitch as well, Briggs, because we're no longer going to be streaming with Restream. Because right now, all of our stream gets filtered through Restream, and then Restream regurgitates it out to the services, to YouTube and to Twitch. So I think our Twitch latency should be dang near 1-to-1.
Well, I was going to say, I think the window for the availability is closed. I think he's only available through March, if your time is correct. But he'll be back in June, I think, in Roy's hemisphere.
If it is raining, though, you might want to hit up the ocean a bit, Briggs, see if you can get a coelacanth.
Oh, yeah, I got one yesterday. But I kept it. I'm gonna see if I can get 3 of them and get your boy Fish Beaver. What's his name? I don't remember.
Chuck? Charles?
I think it's like
Chucky?
CJ or something.
CJ, that's it.
Is it CJ? What was I saying? Oh yeah, I want his bro to make me a sculpture. Near. Yay.
As we near the end of the stream, near music plays.
Yeah, the stringfish. That one, I believe, is not available until, I don't know, when in the northern hemisphere? What are words?
The Norman hemisphere.
The Norman hemisphere. But in Roy's hemisphere, they're going to be available starting June, I think. Because I was trying to get one, I never did get one, and I've been trying the last couple days because I've had rain, and got nothing, so I decided to look it up because I was getting frustrated, and yeah, he gone. Freaking love this song.
So it looks like you're pretty much done, or was there something
more or
else you
less.
were wanting to add?
I don't know. Am I forgetting something?
Is she forgetting anything, Rags? I think.
I don't know. I don't know this guy. He was fun to draw, though. I would not recommend Googling him, though.
Oh, you wouldn't recommend Googling him because we talking like crazy stuff or just some BL or what?
I don't know. People be thirsty for this character for some reason.
He's a tall glass of milk, he is.
Milk indeed. Dude is pale.
Skim milk. He's not whole milk. Got them
Yeah.
twig legs and arms. Skim milk.
Yep. Oh no! That is the worst feeling.
Yeah, you always know you lost the big ones too, because you swear your timing is perfect when you go to hit the button.
Yeah, and
But
they're gone.
it's because it has like a millionth of a second that you gotta hit it.
Mm. Yeah, that window is tiny. Tall glass of the suspense.
Elmer's glue.
Grody.
You never tried eating Elmer's glue when you were a kid?
Mm-mm.
There's a reason it was non-toxic. Because everybody ate it.
I never ate it, but I'd put it on my hands and peel it off. Oh, the hermit crabs are actually pretty good bells.
Yeah, it was like $1,000 a piece.
Yeah, not bad.
Oh, did you try to sell one to Flick?
I did. He bought it.
But did he buy it at the bonus?
Oh, I don't know. I assumed he bought everything at the bonus. I sold it with a whole bunch of other stuff, so I didn't pay attention.
So, does the game consider hermit crabs as a bug?
Blathers does.
Huh. I mean, it technically qualifies, I think.
Yeah, I guess so, but it's like crawfish or not, so I don't know. I'm confused.
It's a crustacean.
Crustacean?
That's a crustacean.
Crustacean?
Crustacean.
Stubby's laying on my feet. I actually got Flick to make me a statue of squids because I like the texture on them. It's so shiny. The like little glowy squares. I don't know. Looks nice.
Wait, Flick can make stuff?
Yeah, he does statues of stuff. And if you give CJ 3 of a fish, he'll give it to Flick, and he'll make the thing. Make you a little statue. You can put it
Oh,
in your
so
house.
Flick's like an artist then?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Broccoli.
Flick hasn't been to my town.
No.
I haven't been to my town.
Well, yeah.
But
You have to be there to see him.
I hadn't seen him once in my whole 10 days of playing.
He didn't show up in my town for a long time, but now they're showing up pretty regular. Oh man, I got those inventory upgrades as soon as they showed up.
Oh, Flick is now a profile picture? I'll have to go check that out because I think Flick is the best designed character in Animal Crossing.
Yeah, he looks cool.
Yeah, he looks really nice. I like him.
You can be Flick and I'll be CJ if they make him available.
I think right now I've got Ganon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I got
Ganon.
I got the little otter chick.
Wait, what? Ladder?
Otter.
Oh, Otter.
I forget her name, but she was from Happy Home Designer. I
Oh.
think she was a New Leaf too, I can't remember. Oh, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm just hearing like the Kool-Aid Man in my head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whew. Well, are we...
Lottie, that's her.
Lottie, okay. I was like, what are you saying? Lotto? Lotto? What?
She's an otter.
Lottery? An otter lottery?
Otter Lottie.
You could do like Animal Crossing should do that. Like an otter lottery. Where they have like one of them tosses, like juggles stones.
That'd be cute.
And then they like, I don't know, toss them into some water or something and whatever numbers come up. That's the numbers it picks.
And they already work for the Happy Home Academy. Opportunity lost.
They could bring back the Axolotl dude. The one from the comedy club. He could host the otter lottery. And since he's an axolotl lottery.
That'd be great. I hope they bring him back in some capacity.
They need to bring a pangolin villager.
I think after you give him 15 things, he will go to like the construction stage and then one more day. So it takes like 2 days once you give him 15 things while he's in the tent.
Dralix feels the same as you about bring back Brewster.
Brewster, please. Oh my god.
That's what
He's
all the
my absolute
rumors.
favorite.
All the rumors right now, all the hubbub is talking about Brewster's return. Leaf is the next confirmed villager to show up again. He's going to be in the latter. I think it starts in a couple days. There's another event happening in April that Leaf is going to be a part of.
Oh, Earth Day or something?
Yeah, Earth Day.
That should be really cool. I like Earth Day as a holiday. And Leaf is okay.
I'd say this is probably one of the best years for Earth Day ever because with so many people being quarantined, there's so many less cars out there.
Yeah, nobody's flying too. There's a lot less CO2.
Yep. The air is cleaner, smog's disappearing, animals are reappearing. You can see mountaintops we couldn't see for years and years. Valleys are cleaner, cities are cleaner.
Yeah, it is really cool. People need to stop leaving their gloves in parking lots, though, for real. Like, come on.
Yeah, like we're trading one bad habit for another.
Yeah. Use a dang trash can.
That is one of the silver linings to all of this, though, is the world's getting a little bit of a breather, literally.
Yeah. It's not gonna fix everything, but it is nice.
It does give you it does help renew your faith in, like, because I see so many ways that nature's recovering really fast. Out there in the news articles of different animals returning to certain places around cities or even in cities, like the swans and the fish returning to the canals of Venice and Italy and such. It's like it happens so fast. I think that's one of the biggest reasons it's actually still cool at this time of year. Like, almost, it's uncharacteristically cold because there's just not all those cars out there, all that machinery and all those humans out there just heating the world up. So it's nice and chilly.
Yeah, I like it. I worked out outside today, and man, it was so nice.
Hopefully we're gonna have a nice, cool summer. That would be good.
Yes, please. I don't want to have a heat stroke.
Go for a walk and see a moose in Texas.
Yeah, that would probably not be right.
Like, whoa, nature coming on a little bit strong.
You might want to consult your local zoos. Ragnar, you're scaring me.
I hear ooga booga booga and all I see is Eustace bringing out his big old mask in my head. Scaring courage. Well, alrighty, looks like you're pretty much done with this one.
I think so.
Well, I guess we should go ahead and give it a call on the night then.
There's a lot of space over here, so I'll do it sometime.
Crop it?
Oh yeah, I'll crop it later, but I was just gonna write a note. Oh, y'all on the same wavelength?
Wide length? Extra wide wavelength. Rags and I just hogging up the wavelength highway.
It's a little thick.
Nagito's like, whoa, that font is encroaching on my jacket.
Oh, it's coming.
Well, alrighty, guys. We're going to go ahead and give it a call on the night. Or just say it normally, Roy. We're going to call it a night.
Give it a call.
Go ahead and give it a call. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Thank you, guys, for dropping in and chatting with us, hanging with us, watching the artwork. And appreciate the request, Rags. Always
good.
good
It was fun to draw.
Yeah,
Even though I don't know him, I've enjoyed doing the doodle of it.
If I could draw, I think Danganronpa characters would be interesting to draw.
I like their eyes.
Just period, because they're fun to look at. They're fun characters.
Yeah, Ragnar, I want his jacket too. Nothing like a good old parka.
And you know you can get those those you know you can get those jackets at dang near any store in Japan. Like they love, like really love those green hooded jackets like that. That everywhere.
Yeah, they got the fashion.
Well, alright guys, we love you, and we will see you on Saturday. And remember, from here on out, we are going to be streaming just to Twitch. So, if you need any kind of links to that, we are just KittyBitGames on YouTube. If you search for that, it'll pull us right up. No dash or anything, no exclamation mark, just KittyBitGames all in a row. Pull us right up. And we hope to see you on that platform the next time that we see you. Anyway, guys, love you. Have a great evening. Stay safe. Stay healthy out there. Keep your chins up. Don't let the crazy get to you. And try to be productive during your quarantine, or don't, and just enjoy the time and relax.
Yeah, relax. Oh, thank you, Dreadlocks. Night and night.
Alright, night you guys. And if anyone is watching this after the fact, later on after the stream, then again, Twitch, and we love you guys too. If anyone is new to the channel, like, subs, all that stuff's up to you. What we do ask for around here, though, is if it's within your means, consider adopting or rescuing an animal. ASPCA.org, petfinder.com. You can also Google your local animal rescue and adoption options. If you can't bring an animal home due to allergies, living conditions, what have you, there's other ways you can show those animals in need that you care.
You can also go volunteer and still spend time with the guys, or you can donate money, old blankets, clothes, sheets, office supplies, all kinds of stuff. Google your local shelters, see what they need. You probably got something that they could use.
Yep, so if you've got love to give, love to show, there's plenty of ways to give it, plenty of ways to show it, and unfortunately, there's plenty of animals out there in need of that love. So, guys, show them what you got. And speaking of love, we love you. And remember, buy your fun, not your fam. Adopt, don't shop. We'll see you next time, guys. Good night.
Nighty night. And we'll watch for your name, audience.
Big boy bonanza. I like it.
Nighty night, guys.